from some of the players.
What's up guys? Selamat siang semua. Welcome back again di Watch Party Valorant Paperrex versus GEXP guys. JE dan Sipto, dan kita akan melihat Grand Final BO5 teman-teman ya.
I think they're gonna be maybe a little bit more motivated here today.
Welcome guys ya, semoga hari ini bakal seru ya guys.
Fun games, they're just vibing out and they're just chilling in Discord together. I think that there is probably gonna be a little bit more tension in the lobbies today.
Yeah, I honestly feel like that's definitely going to be the mood. It has, you know, the title Grand Finals in it as well. Even though you hear a lot of these players say, you know, for fun, I am definitely sure that revenge is going to be super sweet for Paperrex if they're able to pull it off. But
kayaknya berat sih guys. Soalnya si Scanner sama Alexi kenceng banget guys.
You know, when we look at Pearl as a map, we might see. I don't think we're going to be seeing any sort of changes whatsoever when it comes to the picks.
Di Pearl sama ini mereka kenceng banget guys.
I'm thinking it is going to be what, something versus
Alexi
mereka
kenceng banget di Pearl sama ini bro.
On this particular matchup on our first map.
Yeah, could very well be the case unless they do want to throw that curveball at us, but looks like we are going to be going some different routes here. This hasn't worked out super well for me. My predictions in this tournament have been a little bit off, but I feel like that rematch is going to that rematch curse for the previous winner is going to come through, and Paperrex are going to be able to perform here and find the win. But this is basically, in my mind, a coin toss.
Yeah, that's true. I think anything can happen
kita
at
punya
the moment.
Cicitara, gelo kelas gilang.
Global Zipto on this one. It is that big undefeated streak that I'm looking forward to continue to take it to the grand finals, like win.
Soalnya Papi itu lagi serem guys, Papi dan ini serem banget bro, Papi dan.
Looking for a 9-0 if they can go ahead and get a clean sweep here in this one. We're gonna find out if they're gonna be able to do so though as we go ahead and
bagus ya bang, bagus yo. Soalnya nyala semua guys, cowok juga serem.
Esports and global esports.
Gelo Eneri harusnya di Paperrex ya sih bro. Paperrex. Apa pakai baju yang itu ya? Si Jason ya? Pakai baju yang lama masih guys. Rambutnya masih begitu Jir. Paperrex. Baik, kayaknya ini apa
here we go.
Tahu,
to start things off in this best of 5 grand final. As we take a look, nothing too shocking here on the side of Paperrex. We do have something on the
Phoenix,
jet.
Something jet, okay.
No changes from what we saw from Global Zipto either. Kelly's on that
Tapi Jason main sofa guys.
To be taken care of.
Pakai liquid apa Balancio lagi pakai
he was looking so damn good yesterday.
Yeah, even though there were certain moments that Global Zipto had the numbers disadvantage, they had the gun disadvantage as well. They're ready to press that steel guard and trigger to make sure that they're able to take control of the site. And we get to see a lot of smiles on everybody's faces over there in the first match
Paperrex
of the day.
versus GEXP. Semoga Paperrex hari ini bisa memberikan kekuatan yang fenomenal, guys ya, fenomenal ya.
Alrighty, well, barriers are getting ready to drop as we take a look. Seeming like full ghost purchase here for the side of PRX on the defensive start. Just Tara on her lonesome over at B. Lion's share of global though, getting ready to.
Ini si Kelly punya flashing ngeselin sih dari kemarin ya kulihat ya.
Might be an R challenge. Oh, and they leave.
And just a quick little peek out.
Mereka tuh selalu main slow cow mereka ini cow.
Maybe lurking crystal sliding in towards the doors. Turret is not set up here for contact, so is just going to be a blind face in. Little bit of damage going to be taken there by Crystal. Does manage to backpedal though. Down to 75 in the meantime.
Karena cewek 3, ceweknya 2, cowoknya 3 guys.
At the ready, sat behind box. Recon sent. Flash goes out, they went into each other, and that's just going to be a quick little takedown coming through. Something finding one, Forsaken getting another. 3 kills found now, just Poppy and Crystal, the 2 deadliest players, however, on Global Zipto, still left alive, but a little bit more damage taken from the turret as Crystal falls down to 33. Something on a rotation coming in from the flank, doesn't push up in towards window quite just yet. Thinks about it, expecting them to push out towards him.
This is gonna be a Poppy versus Kohaibi 1v1.
Swings in, finds the instant headshot. Call to rotate towards A, however, not being made. This does open up an opportunity for Crystal to now try to find the plant as Poppy will be found. Tara just getting a timing, catching him there inside of that cosmic form. Plant coming through now with just a couple seconds remaining. Paperrex should be realizing this now as the spike does go down. Crystal, his work cut out for him. 33 HP, a Sheriff and a Recon. Can he get the clutch?
Oke. Darahnya penuh dua-duanya, guys.
Question here, already pushed up to CT. Process of elimination.
Slow push up. Crystal just holding the angle, wanting to be able to kite back quickly as he can. Spots out one, spotted the other. Immediately tucks away. Recon, go ahead, try to confirm. Whittled away yet even further, and Tara will get it done. Not allowing for the clutch to come through.
Tara, let's go.
Come in. Paperrex will go ahead and pick up the pistol round victory here on Pearl.
That was still super duper sweaty for both of these teams. I mean, Crystal, on a Sheriff, you gotta still definitely respect that, but at the end of the day, you got to see Tara on a couple of the previous maps have to clutch on a 1v1 scenario, and she just delivers that important pistol win. But yeah, it has been a bit of a lot of these big 1v1s and isolated fights leading up to this final play. And that's a good Paperrex pistol round win.
Narrow margins. I mean, seeing who the last two players are and then the last player at the end of it all has definitely got to be striking some fear into your hearts there, but they do well.
Dekan guys, apa nih? Dekan guys.
Similar scenes. A little bit of change-ups. Kohai be the one swapping over towards Art as Crystal with a push in. Does manage to get a shot off there to Jing, but he's not going to be able to find the kill. Wall raised up. Locking off some vision, looking to try to slow him up. Lexi eats a decent amount of damage, but does find a great headshot there on a Forsaken. Puts down the Sova. Swap over onto the Sheriff. Jing, however, able to find one curveball in towards mid. Lexi down to 4 HP. Jing going to be stunned up, but still just tucked away, holding onto that Spectre. Ready to mow. Players down now. The push comes in from Kohaibi. Jing pushing forward. Swaps to the Classic. Finds the 4-piece. Gets the run it back online to go into
Steve Gaming gini, Bang? Ya, nggak usah terlalu kenceng-kenceng banget ya sih, belum, Cok.
Yep, and Jing building up to the run it back even for this following round. It all started with the big swap in position over here by Doors. Jing able to just mow everybody down alongside Kohaibi on the opposite side of the map.
Jason mati mulu kena one tap
Let's see
anjir.
how Global is able to take this bonus as it's pretty
Map satu
scary
kayak
and
menang
lot
sih kata gua,
of
guys.
Spectre still in the hands of Paperrex.
Spectre with a run it back behind it. That could be a very deadly combo here. As Shock Dart try to start things off. The ult now going to be popped. Jing rushing forward, seeking a target. Everybody immediately backpedaling. You see the Cloudburst just getting thrown willy-nilly as they panic scatter. And ultimately,
Ini nggak ada cost-nya kan, Bang? Ada, Paperrex ada, Bang. Ada, dia juga ada, guys.
Big respect, especially on a Spectre. And right now, you want to double back onto A. It is still again a stack onto mid. Lots of control there. We've seen Aneri hold her own in a lot of these 1v1s on the lurk. But alongside that, Poppy is going to be with her as well.
It seems like they're still messing around with the idea of this, but Spike's being shifted. Maybe just the approach through Art. It might just be the full cut across the link in towards B here. We'll see. Stack coming through. Jing at the ready, waiting for Forsaken to send the word. Recon goes out. There's the swing. Gets a headshot onto Alexi. Cannot confirm the kill, but Forsaken's able to pick up two. And Alexi both going to be taken down. Loves in that shock dart. Goes for a follow-up, but ultimately not too much extra damage going to be found. Tara, however, now lingering forward. Right here. Catching Crystal right as the util gets out of his hands. Can't redraw the weapon. He gets taken down already. A very bad anti-bonus for the side of Global Zippo. As something arrives, Spike gets planted, but immediately Kellyus gets taken down, and now Poppy's position is going to be confirmed. Finds a headshot on the one, but there's just far too much work to be done. Cannot make it happen. And as they get ready to scoop up some weapons, get the defuse, Paperrex will find a bonus conversion to start things off.
It's the art
Yeah, hello,
problem
guys.
indeed. They've been trying to challenge this area constantly, but the curveball
Yeah, let's
alongside
start on this one,
Forsaken
guys.
in that area has been quite deadly. We see Alexi being able to get at least that one tap before everything else falls, but at the end of the day, Paperrex is able to just whittle down their numbers with the Sheriff alone. And Tara with an amazing read and timing as well, and everything else is just, you know, falling apart. Paperrex, they know that the problem is going to be the post plan of Global Zipto with the Astra and the Vice in play, but they don't even get to
Di
plan
banget
the spikes to
Martial
begin with.
something bang.
And
Yoi
Paperrex
guys.
really doesn't have to worry about
OP
anything
langsung
else.
lihat guys.
I love the synergy here from PRX. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the kills, just going down the list. As Jing off to a good start here on that Phoenix rush play.
Ya elah, nggak ready dia.
On top of Kohai, he takes it down, but Jing now trying to peel off some of that pressure. Sets up the
Ya
wall,
Allah, apa
falls
sih?
low, will be
Spek itu
eliminated
mati,
though.
Jing.
As Global Zipto looking to reply and get themselves on the board with a thrifty. Some nice weapons now recovered. A reposition from something.
Ya elah!
In towards long. As Forsaken just blindly swings out, taking the fight. Maybe not ready for there to be so many players still stacked up here in Link. Same thing happens to Tara. They fall, and now they suspect that the operator is going to be on this
Ya
side of the
ampun
map.
guys, kena Iko
Double
guys.
back and rotate over towards A, just not really even giving something the opportunity here.
Process of elimination. 3 players has peaked from Link, so most likely it's gonna be a populated B by just that one person.
Spike planted.
Poppy's gonna fall, but Spike already there and the post plant's already available.
Yeah, this is already still so very good. Crystal
Ya ini dapet sih Bisa.
wanting to try to take the operator out of the hands here of something, do as much damage as they possibly can. Can still afford another one going into the next round, so if he does lose it, it's not going to be the worst case scenario, but he's absolutely losing it. And Crystal, oh no. Oh, that's Vidania.
Ya!
Oh, look at he beeps it! How has this happened? He's beeped the kill. Can't get the knife. Something survives with 2 HP. and the spike's gonna go off. And Crystal's gotta be feeling a bit foolish there. Oh dear. Something. Yeah, you can't win the battle, not in this round, but you've certainly won the mental war against Crystal.
That was yeah, that was definitely something. As the the attempt to take away. Let's see that POV.
Aduh, malu tuh guys, anjing sumpah kristal
I just
guys.
don't get it.
Me too.
Soalnya dari samping bener, nggak dari belakang soalnya itu guys.
2 HP.
All right, well,
Yep.
we're having some fun. We're getting silly nice and early, I guess.
Yep.
Either way, thrifty round victory for Global Zipto to get themselves on the board. Still an open play though. Forsaken saying, okay, the best kills that I've gotten have been with the Sheriff so far, so I'm just gonna keep using that.
Absolutely.
You want
And
to find it?
now actually pushed up. But with that signals, Cosmic Divide, it's gonna be a B hit.
Aduh.
So swift. Absolutely monstrous there from Alexi. Now I'm just gonna be zoned back because I have to wait out the ultimate. Shock dart. Deep flood forward in towards Hall. Looks like Global Zipto completely won control of the entire site here.
Well divided.
Ya, Jing ngapain dah?
Is he finding another Jing going to be taken down? Hunter's Fury now opened up. Crystal hunting for a target is rewarded with one as Terra will
Ada yang
fall.
mati bro, anjir.
And immediately something just backpedaling, trying to escape once again to hold on to the operator. As this time they don't quite have the cash for it, so he's going to just continue to scatter across the map, try to keep this one intact as best as humanly possible. But that's going to be Global now closing it down to just a 1-round gap.
Careful. Yeah, it does feel like the approach from avoiding art entirely feels like the best approach so far. Having to just group up as an entire stack to attack a lot of these sites, and to overwhelm it with force has been, you know, 2 rounds in a row working out for Global Zipto. It's not. I'm not really exactly expecting a lot of these defaults on this map, especially when you have to
Hajar
try
nih,
and scout
guys.
for where the operator is going to be coming from.
Yeah, it is a change up here. He's been positioned on that B site for the previous 2 rounds. Something now looking to go
Gitu ya, balik tuh anjir.
solo
Ini jadi
deep
kaya
push
gitu.
up towards A. The star is thrown down though. As Recon as well, similarly, trying to keep him zoned back, but Tailwind at the ready. Kalias, oh, the elbow spotted. Kalias won't have seen anything at all, and oh, he catches
bro,
him right
anjir
in the
something,
midriff.
Cok, lihat, Cok.
A very solid opening kill coming through. As Paperrex not wanting for Global to try to get things tied up. But do they suspect that Alexi is tucked away? Tailwind now expired. It's a dangerous swing from either side. In the meantime, speaking of swings and Eri, swinging through the double doors, head gets taken off. Jing, fast on the punish. Now, 2-player advantage. As slow creep up, something was not anticipating this at all. Alexi is able to draw one back.
Great patience coming from Alexi there. Hoping, you know, knowing what the other Jet player is probably about to do. And now the circle back onto B with only that single star as a way to just create that gap. And Tara might play around the smoke and reposition. They gotta
30 seconds
check
left.
very closely.
Ya,
Have to get
apa dit?
ping there, and Tara, yeah, gonna be caught there trying to go for the star. Solid rush across, but now Hunter's Fury coming through from Forsaken. Seeking target tags, not quite connecting there, but now run it back also in play. Challenging in towards all, and immediately Jing just deals with the rest of them. 3 quick pivots, 3 quick kills. Jing goes crazy on the run it back.
Gila, bro.
Paperrex will once again stretch the lead up by 2.
That's some crazy value right there on the run it back. In a split second, finds the 3. But it all started with a lot of these, you know, isolated picks across the map. And then Jing just immediately,
Anjir.
with a beautiful transfer.
Just
Happy about that
Emang
one.
jangan dikasih res kayaknya Bang sini Bang, iya ya?
Another day.
Gila, Cok, anjir.
Another day of work.
Dur, gitu guys, anjir.
10-4-2 so far on this Phoenix. Something once again with an op, and now Alexi has one on the attacking side, looking to contend against him.
Kalau ini menang dapat slot ke Master Bangkok kan kagak anjing.
Alexi is solid
Off
first
season doang,
target.
20.000 USD tapi guys.
Or just a slow creep up in towards Art. No one too nearby, but Forsaken's actually rotating into position. Oh, jump beacon.
Kena, anjir.
Get clipped. Solid shot here from Alexi. Puts him down to 48 health.
Already half. But that's a lot of invested members onto Link. Now the approach might go for... Not just yet. They can't find anything. PRX wants to constrict space.
Jing, maybe with an opportunity to try to find a catch here. Kalias, ooh, just turns away. The worst possible moment, right as Jing strikes. Kill immediately found, and once again now, player disadvantage to the side
Ada
of
banget main mid
Zipko.
sumpah guys.
Shot cuts out once
30
again. They'll
seconds
turn their
left.
sights in towards A. Forsaken set up on the site, first line of defense, but had previously been chipped away at. Only at 48 HP. Holding close on the corner as the swing gets ready to come. Push up. Alexi taken down. The op unable to find the shot. Recon up over the top. In position. There you go. Now they swing out of the smoke. Do get the double ping, and something makes his presence known over from main. Time is ticking. 4 seconds remaining. Has to go for the plant. And now they've absolutely missed it. The opportunity is just not going to be there.
Nice.
As the round is over, Paperrex will look to take everything away from them. Crystal holding his ground for a little bit longer. Cannot get the plant money. We'll be able to at least carry over a weapon, but that is now 5 rounds locked in for PRX.
Yeah, the rest of Global Zipto were falling down like dominoes one by one as the timer was progressing. Again, couldn't find anyone.
Lama
From
dia mainnya
Art
guys.
only
Nice.
able to
Mereka
clip
udah mulai miskin
something,
guys.
or rather
Uang
Forsaken
udah mulai
for
kembali
just a
guys ya.
little bit, but unable to identify where the operator player was going to be coming from. I like this from Paperrex. They're just overwhelming them, and now they're back to eco for Global Zipto.
Take flight.
Still no timeout seen. Just taking it nice and slow here is Jing. Well, position noted, has to back away. Towards the slow up, but yeah, with that recon ping getting across there onto Alexi, has to exit. Gets knocked down to 45.
Da 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 da
Even to heal.
da 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 da.
Available.
Wih!
Okay. Forsaken just moving forward, finding the shot. Alexi gonna be taken down.
Bagus sih crossfire
Brutality
guys.
here. It's Paperrex. Like I said, I think
Crossfire aja nggak bisa crossfire ya bro. Jingan di situ tuh crossfire kiri kanan tuh. Ada flash nanti.
First time around during the group stage. Thorn's thrown down. Zone's Jing back off the corner. Global still trying to work their way forward here into the B site. Rotation now beginning from something, working his way
30
across.
seconds left.
Mary leading the charge, just getting ripped to shreds. I believe she's maybe walking across the Molly. Yeah, hot hands, I believe, have been lobbed in. Jing on the swing, gonna be taken down. Poppy with a solid headshot. Doesn't find one. Kelly S picking him up, comes up with another, but something.
Nice.
And just joining alongside Terra, getting the teammates, everyone contributing to the win as Paperrex.
Karena nanti 220.000 guys, bakal kompe pasti sih guys.
In this first half.
I can't even count how many times this operator has been brought through round for round in a very understandable timeout here. So far, they haven't been able to take off the operator off of something's hands consecutively. But it has been a challenge to enter through these sites. It has been, again, very, very challenging. The stalwart defense that Paperrex has been showing has been pretty indomitable. I mean, so far, it's that big long angle from B that has been sort of working out.
Duelis emang nggak bisa dihentikan ya. Nelis suruh main duelis nggak sih bro?
Even though they do not meet eye to eye with the operator player, still there's just so many layers that they gotta peel off of this.
Yeah, I mean, you keep mentioning the operator, something really.
Si Papi, Krista sama Kelly ini bukan duelis anjir, mereka tuh Kelly doang yang bisa main duelis.
Mary's in a good position, or maybe there's Alexi, is in a good position lurking outside of A main, is able to find the crossfire setup.
Bisanya nggak bisa, Cok.
But he's basically had an op ever since. And a lot of it comes down to that attempt at the knife, not being able to secure that kill. Crystal, trying to just be cheeky with it. Allows him to hold on to that operator more and more, continue to rack up money to the point where he now has one every single round.
Udah pensiun. Udah keluar.
Continues to find at least a kill every single time.
Revealing area.
Once again, though, looking like they might end up pushing in towards him. Tucks back to avoid the recon. Lexi creeps across. Gets up close. Very narrow line that something is playing on here. And if he hits this shot, then good God, especially through a nebula. So quick pop should be suspicious. So Lexi is just around the corner and something starts to reposition just a bit.
Right here.
Ping's coming down. They're anticipating him here. If the swing comes through, it could be a leg shot, which wouldn't quite kill here onto Alexi. We'll see for now.
Gila, tahan
It's
sabar
gonna be a
banget
bit of a stalemate. Neither wanting to swing too far forward.
Well, something's alone. I mean, there's Jing nearby, but when he falls, it's gonna be quite an open sight. Now they've gathered. They need to cross.
5 players about to push in. He's got the tailwind. Oh, he goes in aggressively. Tries to draw the shorty. I mean, that is a something play if ever I've seen one. But one that cost him dearly. Swing out, curveball. Not going to be delivering enough there for Jing.
30 seconds
Smattering of
left.
damage, perhaps, but no. Widely just onto Crystal. What was taken there from the shorties. Alexi's able to find a third. Tara going to be taken down. Now it's all on Kohaivi in this round. A slow bake here from the side of Global. What the one that is very well cooked at the end.
Something. Gak bisa santai ya Bang Something ya. Kenapa harus ke depan Bang Something?
Here for Global Zipto. It's that big stack again, the overwhelming force. Sometimes it's one of those things where it's okay to... Sometimes you avoid the operator, sometimes you just overwhelm them with numbers, and that big of a time really pressured something to enter and do something. Now, just one single rifle.
Kayak kepencet ya, feeling gue kepencet, tapi dia langsung ngeluarin shotgun dia, langsung lompat, langsung terbang.
One off on the Cosmic Divide.
Miskin lagi anjing.
So it's gonna be really
interesting
to
tadi
see
duitnya bro.
what happens in this round.
Scanning ahead.
Once again, a slow up here. I think Global very wary that Paperrex will look to try to up the pace after that round gets away from them. A couple shots out. Terra able to dodge those outlaw bullets. Damage not taken would have certainly been death. There's the reveal and Forsaken kind of getting baited in for the peak. Crystal just takes his head off. As orb pickup goes through, Poppy now Cosmic Divide online. Star setup coming
Alone.
out. Smoke
You
about
want
the
to find
distance,
it?
having to back away. Here's the Cosmic Divide is going to be sent.
It's gonna be a retake instead. They do have the lockdown to flush everybody else over here, but they're already on site.
Something still waiting to join in. Hot hands thrown down. Looking to try to zone back. Alexia, glimpse does come through. Knows that she's going to be tucked into the corner, and Jing is able to find that elimination. Getting the weapon going to be a bit of a different story. Tries to go for it with a run it back, but Crystal, quick with the outlaw shot, is able to take him down. Finds a follow-up. Terra going to fall. Something eliminated, only finding one with the knives. Now the 2v3. Attempts available, but as they swoop out, Poppy will be able to find Jing. The cleanup will look good. Heavy with just a frenzy, tucked back around the corner. Looking to see if she can do any kind of additional damage here, but Kelly has to
emang apa sih emang si GEXP ini tipe apa sih? Tipe gameplay nggak mau dia cari info dulu guys, baru bisa nembak. Kalau dia jadi duelist nggak bisa nembak deh kayaknya.
By Global Zipto, even though it was that big eco
Intinya kan dia suruh Alexia
on the
masuk dulu
side
kan?
of Paperrex, Global is still able to just transition a lot of these important weapons as they've not been exactly having the best early game. Now Steel Garden available. Hunter's Fury as well. They can just basically take away the buy round of Paperrex over here at the 11th round, but they gotta worry about this big lockdown that is able to slow down the pace or retake.
Well, at long last for Global, a round where they don't have to be concerned about an operator. Something garnering quite a bit of information though for the team. Deep push up towards Club. Nothing going to be spotted on this B side of the map. They have the alarm bot as well situated at double doors.
Tahan mulu, Cok. Mereka tuh kagak mau ngepek dulu, guys.
Confident and cozy to be able to lean some players back over.
Mereka tuh bait duelistnya dulu, cari info, baru mereka berani ini.
Drone coming through. Crystal, is he wise to this? He's peeking out. The drone not looking, not checking this position. Something now on the hunt, considering rushing forward, but Crystal's already evacuated.
Semua dia dapat info tuh
The
something
stars are lined up onto A. If they want to rush in, they gotta bait that out before anything else. But the Steel Garden might do the trick.
Placement. Multiple players, yeah, at risk, having to back away. Forsaken, like will get caught. Kel went forward here. Lexi taking some space, swings out. Tara, however, able to shut him down.
30 seconds left.
Goes for the concuss, jump over into the side of the plant. Now going to be coming through, but lockdown invested here from Keren.
Kebakar,
But
kebakar.
immediately the shooting gallery. Now the spike is on the floor. Crystal trying to provide covering fire, but instead finds himself zoned away for the rest of the squad. Fully flashed up and taken down. As Jing find himself another multi-kill round. It's going to be a flawless for
Last
Paperrex.
round in the
Gila,
half.
nice banget. Volleynya si Jing, nice banget.
Potential for an 8-4 half.
That was a little bit hard for that big follow-up. I mean, Alexi was able to dodge through the entire setup of, Tara's stars, but at the end of the day, they're a bit held back by the gravity well and everything else. So it was just so hard that Alexi was
Jing 17-7 guys, gila.
all alone for
Jason biasa ini.
a lot of the time.
Jason kebanyakan
Paperrex,
util guys,
though,
mati mulu jadi.
happy about that one. Unafraid about the Steel Garden. Now they have bigger guns and bigger shields.
Ngapain lagi? Something dia main.
Easily going to be dealt with. Crystal not happy with how the previous round went, so immediate rushes forward, finds that value, finds that kill, but Cosmic Divide proactively used here from Tara just to try to prevent the attack here onto the site. Thrown forward, able to spot out onto 2. Lexi rotating to the side, dodges the shock dart. Yourself safe, but widely, Global Zipto content to just stay put.
Right here.
Bukan Paperrex talent atau enggak, itu cuma collab doang guys.
Jet denying information. Smoke about to expire. That will be their go signal to enter the site.
Deploying drone.
Drone leading the way. This will be her. Jing slowly creeping back through Link, getting ready. Arriving here on the site. Stars set up. Ivy ready, waiting to try to clear the recon. Ends up coming out from the opposite side. And I believe might have connected onto one. Jing sends out the curveball, swings onto the corners, able to find one. And area going to be taken down immediately. The run it back is popped. Crystal going to be taken down from behind, and now it's just popping.
Gila, Jing,
Last one standing, and he's
Jing
already
ultinya
gone.
selalu bagus banget, guys.
8-4 on the half. Paperrex looking damn
Dengan
strong here on
Usdos,
the
OTW,
defense.
Tsunami Trophy.
4-round
Tara
gap
butuh dana
between
pensiun.
Global Zipto
Blok.
having to have used up all of the ultimates at the very last round, and they're able to get value off of that, cause panic and disarray against Global Zipto. But of course, let's take a short break before we enter the second half.
Pasti nonton GC, Bang. Iya benar. Sebenarnya Sipto tuh kayak Paperrex banget sebenarnya guys. Dia tuh gameplay ras gitu guys. Cuman kemarin dia kurang konsisten aja guys. Jadi kayak gameplay Paperrex-nya kadang-kadang di counter. Aim-nya juga kadang pedes kadang enggak. Dari guys. Nah. Gak bang, kemarin lawannya lantang bang. Ya bodo amat, mau lantang kayak mau. Kalau misalnya bisa ngelawan mah kalau bisa aja ngelawan guys. Cuman kurang strateginya banyak yang gak bisa ke counter aja. Eneri sama si Alexi bareng ya satu tempat ya.
Alrighty, it's now time to go into the second half here. 4-round stretch lead for the side of Paperrex. Global Zipto needing to find a pistol win to try to get themselves back into a solid enough position here. Jumpstart that economy now that they move over onto the defending side. 19-7-5 though. Jing.
Gak ada GH, mereka itu rumah ya, bukan GH itu. Sipto gak ada GH asal gua.
Oh yeah. Super scary to think about, especially when he has run it back. His level of danger just goes up an entire level. But it is a slow and start. Now a fast execute onto B.
Now rushing forward. Fun fact, 1975, Sliggy's birth year. He's an old man. But Paperrex now in control of the site. Wide open plant here for Forsaken. Just getting the spike down on the floor. And Nebula's widely just holding back. Not quite ready for Poppy to come peeking.
Kalau mati juga sih berat sih.
Does end up getting caught off guard. Now it falls to Kohaibi. Knowing that it's going to be two, trying to pressure her out of this position, swing on the corner, and Poppy's going to be good for the second. Something tagged down low. Kites back, tries to play off of this Molly. Does manage to survive for a little bit longer.
One enemy remaining.
So very low, taken down as it now falls to Forsaken. Will end up getting swept up here into the Poppy Storm. 3K from the Astra. They'll pass over the Diffuse, just trying to fast track towards that Cosmic Divide, and Global Zipto get the pistol that they so desperately needed.
Yeah, you gotta love the fact that they were just fine trying to give up position onto that link, and after that it was pretty much that big standard 5-man retake onto the site. They were just overwhelming Paperrex from practically everywhere, and it was just
curang bang. Oh sih guys, sehat bang, sehat.
Yeah, two players in position trying to hold down that link spot, just not really able to find the value that was needed. Very solid from Poppy Chulo to just go ahead and find those frags off the rip. Looks like similarly though, Paperrex just getting ready to let her rip. They're going for a force buy, which is something that they very rarely do in VCT, but they're sending it here now. Tripwire does get popped in Airy here at Tower. A couple shots ringing out. Don't know that they've necessarily confirmed the weaponry here in the hands of Paperrex quite just yet.
Ya, nama plan situ ya. Lah.
Spray down though.
Find one, something trying to rush forward. Everybody stacked up as Ching nearly finds so much value, but
Duanya low banget
in the blink of an eye, they do end up falling to the wayside. This force by not delivering much at all. I mean, HP bars are low. They'll force them, you know, actually maybe a couple re-armors here with the regens, but only getting the singular elimination. That is going to hurt here for Paperrex as their economy now gets slid back even further.
Yeah, a little bit in shambles here. Paperrex, they definitely wanted to catch Global Zipto by surprise, get that rush on the board, and play a bit more close range with a lot of the weapons that they were able to buy. Even though Global Zipto was pretty much stacked up, it was still not enough. The Guardian shots, the headshots were just much, much faster than the spray downs. And now Paperrex, just as you said, now having to play from the back ends here with a bunch of stingers once more.
Came over the top, just trying to see what they can spot out. Something. Solo lurk. Gets his way in through double doors, but nothing spotted. Just taking a quick Quick little shot clearing out the camera. Once again, though, Paperrex is looking to send it on the site.
Yo, Ji, kena 2 aja langsung. Gila, shock datanya Jason.
Recon checks into hallway. And once again, site relatively for free here for Paperrex. But the question, once again, is can they actually defend this? Can they pull off a post plan? Hunter's Fury is going to be online. Gives them maybe a little bit more opportunity. As Alexi swinging around the back, something just sat here. Here's the footsteps and finds the headshot. Guardian now going to be in hand as well. Fury. Shots flying through. Crystal taken low. Backpedals. Just wait for some of those regen shields to kick back in. And then not going to be too healthy. But Kelia swings into Halls. Able to find one. Something with the Guardian. Takes down Poppy. But now Kaipi's dead. And it's all on something. Tries to readjust, but just can't quite line him up. And between all of them, 22 HP, but it's 3 players surviving. Another force up here from Paperrex getting shattered, brushed aside, and now 1 round separating, being tied up.
The lead that Paperrex was able to build up in the first half is now crumbling down on the second half after buys after buys. And the attempts were there. And now Global Zipto, just as you said, a combination of 24 HP. They were just so close to cleaning up, but not quite. Despite Alexi falling into the hands of something and having control over on long. But Paperrex, they've got the firepower now this time around. Things could be potentially different.
Firepower, but
My ultimate's ready.
still just needing maybe a slightly change here in the game plan. Push forward or will be taken. Jing, run it back now available, but up on the opposite team here as Alexi has that in hand. And it's slowly creeping up B long.
Slowly creeping up.
Multiplayer stack getting ready to clash here. Creeping their way forward.
Nice!
One and actually wins up the fight.
I have the spike.
Alexi not given the opportunity to fire off that weapon, ends up getting taken down. And once again, B side going to be wide open this time with a player advantage for the side of Paperrex.
Operator not going to get picked up by any of the players from Paperrex. They're going to be satisfied with the rifles that they have for this post plant. Bring everything down, pre-firing, but Crystal wins that against Jing.
Sprays out, finds one, means to run it back. Not available here to try to defend the site. Drone going to be cleared out.
Aduh, napakapik.
Players and Kelly S able to find something. Suddenly, advantages there for the side of Global. Mary creeping forward.
Ya ampun, kenapa sih?
Ivy flushes him out, finds Forsaken. Now it's all on Terra. Finds the first 2. Still so much work to be done and almost gets there. Needing the ace to clutch. But will be shut down at the end. Neri on the opposite side with 3 kills of her own. Gets things tied up at 8-8.
That was spicy stuff
anjir, atu-atu
there.
lagi
That
ngepick,
felt
Cok.
like an almost transfer and could have been a clutch ace. It was so close. These shots from Tara was probably leaving Global Zipto sweating a little bit, but Aneri with the multi-frags as well as the retake was happening dealt a lot of work against Paperrex. And again, Jing there unfortunately falling without being able to use the run it back. Maybe this time it's gonna work. Lots of half shields, but now it's even. The
Biasaan, Cok, udah
lead
menang.
has
Selalu di kemek,
disappeared.
Cok. Gak bisa post plan kah? Ada ini loh, ada molly loh banyak guys.
Still no timeout calls here.
Ah, gitu dong.
Kohibi able to find a massive target though as Poppy aggressively pushing up out of A. He's going to be shut down there by the Killjoy on the opposite side of the map. Full push though, getting ready to go her way as Alexi noting multiple other players. Kohibi sat here, ready, waiting, finds the first, looks for that second, that third. Can't quite make it happen, but will still go to Kelly S down low. Alexi going to be flushed out, caught there at Halls as something gets into position. Swings out, and Harry looking
Something
for the
lagi nge-win
readjust,
sih guys,
but
ini
cannot
guys.
make it happen. It
Nembaknya
seems
lagi nggak kayak
Paperrex
biasanya.
Finally breaking this loss streak.
OP
as
aja loh, OP,
something
something
spots
OP
him
ya,
up on
guys.
the ground, says, ooh, a piece of candy.
Nice, Koibi dapat 2 tuh udah nice banget, Cok. Nahan
For
flank.
free. Unfortunately, Paperrex has been avoiding Kelly S's setup for the entirety of the second half. No one wants to walk across a lot of these thorny
Baca
spikes
Yeti dong,
over
kenapa Yeti,
here.
bro?
And the fact that, again, it has been a constant B attack. All they gotta do is clear, use tripwires. Everything will be clear. It's just that post plant that has been a bit difficult against Global Zipto. But if you whittle away their numbers before that even happens, then they don't have anything much to worry about.
Yeah, this one very much coming down to Kohabi being able to find
Let's go, Paperrex! Let's go, Paperrex! Let's go,
Paperrex, though, I mean...
Block! Ayo guys, semangat guys, semangat!
They're only up by 1 at this point.
Dong, semangat dong. Energy lagi bau tuh, Energy tuh.
To start off this half, still has to have them sweating quite a bit. This is still very much anyone's map.
Yes, this should do.
Cardin's still available here for Kelly S. Neri. The neural step at the ready. Let's see what the call ends up being here for Paperrex. As Jing creeping forward, not quite playing Pac-Man. Thought he was just going to be going for the grab on the orb here. Instead, gets passed over to just go ahead and maybe get Kohabi the ult online or get her closer. Wall raised. James backpedals off the angle.
They're able to identify again. It is going to be Kelly S constantly being onto A. So far, they're able to spot out the operator player, something lingering around being long, but the call is still going to be similar to Sunset after these past few days. A little bit of B simulator over here on Pearl. And they're going to give up the site entirely and possibly do a 5-man retake.
Alright, backpedaled away here. Crystal, no, never mind. Actually, refill space just behind the screen here. Swings out and something gets his head taken off. Crystal, so thank you very much, and instantly snaps on for another. Jing destroyed. Spike still not planted. Time ticking here. As now the Hunter's Fury looks to go ahead and interrupt. Recon going to be sent, but Forsaken is getting clipped, getting tracked in all of this chaos. Forsaken trying to dodge out. It's actually Kohabi who ends up getting caught by the Hunter's Fury. So a 3rd kill here. As Crystal on for yet another ace. And Neri will take it away from him. I believe it would have been his 3rd of this tournament. But we are now tied up 9-9.
We talked about that 5-man retake, and Crystal's like, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take up a bit of space here and land these nasty shots that enabled that victory for Global Zipto. Couldn't even plant the spike, had the Hunter's Fury at the end. You mentioned that Forsaken was dodging for the entirety of that ult and has managed to find Kohabi in the process. Nope, Forsaken, you're not my targets. Actually, Kohabi. And now it's back to even again.
Found something now. Looking to storm his way forward, jumps up over the top, spots out a player here. Knows that there's got to be more. Now confirmed presence as updraft comes through. Lexi able to keep themselves alive. Crystal swings in for the rescue. It's just a meat grinder here on the A site. Player after player spilling forth, getting cut down as Global Zipto now take the lead 10-9.
Beautiful coverage from the players of Global Zipto. Cloudburst as the additional distraction of try and trade off of Alexi, but Poppy was there for the cover. And things were just falling apart one by one on the side of Paperrex. Back to Eco. Bunch of sheriffs on their plates. We got the Cosmic Divide to slice the map in half. But again, the switch from Global Zipto to put Kelly S onto B instead. It's a very interesting switch up for Global.
Jing getting pinged, wanting to try to maybe grab this orb. Full flash does connect there onto Alexi, not going for the timing shot. Does opt to just back away.
Something menyala dong, something kayak kemarin something menyala dong yang pakai Rena something.
Absolutely palpable, but also reminiscent of that opening game on Split. 8-4 half here on Pearl. It was a 9-3 on that split. That got away from Paperrex. Now Forsaken spotted dead. Alexi quick to go ahead and collect it. Pressure's still not coming through on the flank as there's 4 players set up on this side of the map.
Mereka terakhir jalan, lihat guys, kiri kanan dia.
And Neri does get taken down. A potential weapon handed over, but no, Crystal swings in. He's able to go ahead, put Jing down. Solid trade out from something. Keeps the numbers close. HP bars, however, absolutely wrecked for the moment. pressure now on Kohibi to try to open things up here. As Poppy will end up falling. Kohibi able to find that kill, gets another. Swaps the weapons out, rotates to grab the spike. The 1v1, Kelly S rotating all the way around from the back. Turret not spotting it, set up there in window. Just slowly, steadily making his way forward. Kohibi trying to assess every single place here on this site, every inch. Make sure that
10 seconds left.
she chooses the right place to plant. Does so here at back sight, but the push out in towards flowers right as Kelly S swings across.
No way.
Dodging out the vision. Not spotting anything at all. As Kohibi's just hunting towards the opposite side. Tucks back. The swing in towards Secret. It's gonna have to really take the headshot here, but pulls off the angle. Sends the ult to swap now to the Sheriff.
Nice!
And my god, what a thrifty, what a clutch. Kohibi tying it up at 10-10 with an absolutely gorgeous performance and decision making.
Yep, that was a nail biter. Having to choose by time. You only had, what, 15 seconds on the clock to try check through flowers into Secret. It is that big thrifty. Indeed, they get that extra money off of that round.
100%.
Bunch of Sheriffs really paid off. Played that beautifully. Big clutch from Kohibi.
Just monstrous. Shock dart descend. Right back.
Bani kali itu.
Smattering of ults available, but okay. Crystal not given any opportunity to participate in this round. Jing just swings out and immediately finds the headshot. Alexi though trying to hold the line, comes up with two. Right click gonna go wide. Kohibi though able to go ahead. Down, but still a decent amount of damage dealt. Solid efforts there from Alexi. There's a neural theft reveals all. Forsaken Kohibi. Last one's left standing. Forsaken gonna try to go forward to get himself under tower. Be watching it. This angle here for the moment as the Cosmic Divide is going to be coming in. The swoop out. They note each other. Poppy up. Just go ahead and back away.
They know the one.
Cosmic Divide not cutting off anybody though.
That's true.
This allows them to narrow the options. The swing forward
Baru
through
open
the wall.
banget,
Kelly
Jason,
will find
Cok.
Forsaken. Kohibi going to be taken down once again. Global Zipto going to establish the lead.
What a close map. And this is just map number 1. Alexi did so well with the knives at play. Didn't get the third, but that's okay. Just dealt a lot of damage. Beginning damage already right off the bat. Despite Jing dealing first blood, opening the map wide open. At the end, Alexi
Iya, Cok. Gak ada third kill-nya gitu loh. 3 orang mati situ loh.
Winnable in that round.
Now, the back and forth may just continue. Run it back, still available here for Jing. Crystal just 1 kill away from tying it up
Bisa
against
nge-kill Jason nih, bro.
started. That is just so damn impressive here for Crystal. Something going to be noted here. The recon not getting cleared quite immediately there. As operator noticed here on this B side reposition once again from Alexi just moving up in towards tower. Something jumps up over the top. Drifts down, Spike now planted behind the box. Looking to try to get themselves out of here, but ooh, that Nebula came up just in time. Cosmic Divide now going to be invested as well here from Tara. Looking to try to make this unassailable. Shock Dart goes forward. Kelly S eats a little bit of that damage, down to 77. These post plans have been so rough from Paperrex. They desperately need one here to stop Global Zipto from getting up to map point.
Yeah. Don't want that overtime either. After the lead that they've built, Cosmic Divide expires.
Here.
Joke's over.
Away.
You're dead.
Push around in through halls. Run it back now. Getting popped here from Jing. Looking to try to go ahead and move forward. Scout things out. The timer, however, ticking. The spike not being held whatsoever. Swing out starting to come through. Something able to find one. Something finding another. But there's just too much time having been blocked.
Nice,
damn near everybody going to be taken down here. Something in tower will survive. This is tied up now. 11-11. Global Zipto. This time the ones stumbling a bit on the retake. And that's going to force a timeout immediately.
No one was able to tap the spike despite the smoke coverage already on top of it. Paperrex was able to apply so much pressure on top of the Cosmic Divide. We get to see a session with the coach here with
Bosnya aja ini tryhard banget, Cok.
I mean,
Makanya
understandable. They've had
persen pakainya Jos
wonderful
ya.
performances on their retakes constantly every single time B
Nah, mereka juga
has
main
been the
bagus,
point of contention.
Kayaknya harus timeout deh.
But that time, well, they had the lack of time. Pressure was building, and a lot of space
Guys.
was really garnered by Paperrex, especially with the run back pressure coming from Jing as well.
I mean, this was probably the most frazzled that we've seen Global Zipto look this entire tournament.
That's true.
Was this round right here? Seemed like for the most
JE
part,
lebih tryhard soalnya, guys.
they've been pretty on point, you know? I'd say that the closer rounds, ones where they've not quite been able to scrape by with a victory,
Mereka soalnya benar-benar ngincer juara sih, guys. Pasti, guys. Soalnya udah perform banget kan. Kalau Paperrex sebenarnya kemarin mungkin udah nanti tulus kali ya, sempat kalah sama GE. Jadi ya udah lah, main aja gitu.
Out of their depth, out of their comfort zone there. So
Jason, kenapa kau kill Son?
Just make sure that slowdown in communication isn't coming through. Still just 2 rounds away from taking this opening map. But now with that, after that round win, so too is Paperrex. So pressure has been stacking up for both of these teams. Alexi, maybe looking for a push out, but no, isn't going to go for the wider swing here. So misses out on these 3 players that are slowly creeping up towards Art. Kelly S jiggling on the corner. Spots out Jing, backs away.
Still has that Arc Rose to set up. Plant that flash. Lots to clear, but they have an idea.
Slow back away. Op still set up on an angle, but no one going to be giving Alexi the time of day here. It's just going to be the wraparound to that B site once again. As you were right when you said they want to avoid Kelly S's setups, and well, they spotted him on the A side of the map. They said, well, let's just go to B once more.
And every single time the swap tries to happen for Kelly S, they immediately go to A as well. They really are good at identifying where it is, and now lockdown being placed in.
Rotations can start to come through. Forsaken, spike in hand here for the moment, likely to pass that off to somebody else to get the plant down. Or will just move up forward in towards the corner to try to get this. But, I mean, already, lockdown has been used. No one detained.
Kenapa kena muncul trapnya?
Needs to get out of there, given that he has the Hunter Sphere online. For now, he's just going to be tucked back around the corner now. Shifts his way back towards the pillar. Hot hands at the ready here from Jing, looking to molly off this access point under tower. Sends it. Poppy going to be the one cut off for the moment as Alexi gets taken down. Something with the Guardian, able to find one. Hunter Sphere now going to be opened up as something finds another. Helios and Ari all hitting the floor. And now with just 2 players left and no money realistically to speak of here, Crystal, Poppy are likely going to have to try to back away. Poppy's going to be good for 1. Put something on the floor, but in the end, Crystal here with the judge is going to look for some exits. We'll be able to come up with 1, maybe a second. Maybe just around the corner. Tries to sprint out, but Jing will go ahead, turn back to get the elimination. Paperrex not allowing for that timeout to find success. They get themselves up to
let's go.
But
Please.
especially in the second half. I will not be too shocked if we get ourselves overtime, which I believe would be the first overtime of this tournament.
Yeah, that's correct. It is definitely a very big possibility. They've been exchanging thrifties here and there throughout this entire map. It has been incredibly intense, but they do have enough money for some a bit of a weaker shield. It's still quite a strong buy alongside Hunter's Fury. This could be another B hit. It is only Alexi guarding that area.
Karena FM tuh apa sih? Oh, nice!
And there's the swing out. Something quick to collect it.
Oke, di sisi guys, 4 lawan 5 guys.
Let's see the flank set up by Kelly S and Poppy. Perhaps this is gonna work, but gonna get spotted by the alarm bot. Might be a bit of a dicey situation or location.
Oh, looking for the flick, looking for the knives, and Ari has managed to bring it back.
Coba lu nggak ngepik, Cok. Coba lu nggak ngepik, Cok.
He's been so damn good about finding eliminations with this. If he opens
Harus
up
dapat, Cok. Kalau nggak dapat, kerugian nih.
Could be enough, but double push around the back. Tara noting this, calling for some reinforcement. And now look the ball face forward in towards Club. Jing able to find one. The Hunter's Fury now coming through, but does not send over towards where all of the players from Paperrex are at. The plant is here, wide open. It's 3v2. The cage to try to hold things down to half. The shot's now starting to ring out. Crystal does well to find one, but the defuse is it actually going to be held? No. So very close, but just can't quite get it done. They will go ahead and find that elimination. And PRX will start off this grand final 1-0 with a victory on Pearl.
Okay. Finally kan bisa 1-0 dulu guys.
The cage just expiring at the very last moment.
Tipis banget, tipis banget, Cok.
Where to shoot their shots. But it started off again on the first half. Paperrex with a dominating 4-round win. But eventually what kept closing in after the swap, that the retakes, and of course can't forget about this moment from Crystal and something with the knives. That allowed, you know, something to get that big operator time and time again, almost every single round.
Sambil makan deh guys.
Well, I mean, some great moments all throughout. Jing with the 4K there. Hybe's clutch, absolutely
ambil makan
fantastic.
guys.
Crystal the whole way throughout. There's some great moments already just here in map 1. So I'm very much looking forward to how the rest of this is going to develop. But this is us seeing Global Zipto shaken up kind of for the first time in this tournament. It's been so rock steady this whole way throughout, but this time unable to complete that run back on this map. And given this was their pick, that could be a potential cause for concern for the remainder of
Oh iya, anjir lagi makan, Cok.
Fire back even stronger in that next map of mine.
Sambil makan, Cok.
That's true. They, especially yesterday, you know, we get to see some wonderful moment from everybody over at Paperrex, but as we take a look at the first kill stats, it is dead even, Achilles.
12 and 12 first kills, 1-1 on Thrifties. Yeah, I mean, the second half especially delivered some crazy back and forth between these two squads. But just, yeah, Paperrex, I don't know.
Gak ada clutch,
able
gak ada clutch
grind
guys ya.
away at them a little bit more, just work down Global round after round. And for them to be able to recover, especially after the catastrophic start in the second half, you know, that run back, the double force that they basically had to really just break down that economy that basically wasn't even delivering in kills or spike plants. I think it speaks a lot to the perseverance here of the players. But Jing, incredible on the Phoenix as ever. Got slowed down a lot, as did most of everyone on the side of PRX. I remember at one point he was, you know, 19-7-5, ends up at 25-16. So at one point there was a lot more dying than there was killing happening here for the Phoenix. And that was the time where Crystal was kind of catching up and looking to overtake with his 24-15 score.
Oh yeah, especially with the Guardian shots and the Sheriffs on the pistol rounds. Crystal is really, well, always pretty scary and no matter what weapon. But of course, our MVP is Jing. Especially during the first half, just as you mentioned, just that run it back, having very fast and swift 3K rounds, just really such a scary player. Those times.
Yeah, I mean, if we were voting for this and not just going off the the general statistics, I'd probably actually give this to Kohybe on this map, just because that one clutch, it felt like that was what kind of saved them and allowed them to get into position to close out this map for real. But either way, it was a solid effort from everybody on the side of Paperrex. Global Zipto, though, having their work cut out for them. We'll see how they bounce back as we get ready to go over to Paperrex's map pick a bind when we come back from the break.
Back from the break. Siapa lagi live guys? Bawinda udah kelar belum live ya? Apa masih live? Yang Palward pasti apa nih Palward? Rachel nggak live Rachel. BK live nggak BK? Jadi nih. Jadi nggak sih?
Itu.
Malam tapi kalau pagi Superman. Bisa. Master kit bagus.
Gua cuff sih. Murah.
Kalau anak kecil enak aja disukai cewek.
That's weird.
Kita main malaman guys ya.
Lo godain anjing.
Apa?
Enggak, ini ada nih. Emang agak genit itu dia Bang Rijat. Kemarin dia kan nganterin gue VIP, gila genit.
Ini teh.
Ini kak gue dapat TP-an.
Dia genit ke jauh di THOR ya, itu inget tuh.
Makanya lo harus ngikut gue kak. Gue udah balik nih. Sulis, bagi dong Sulis.
Dia mau ngumpulin ke 1000.
Enak gak sih ada aroma apa aja? Wah, gue gak ngerti aromanya. Gue yang paling suka tuh warna hitam.
Banyak anjir 100. Gue yang ngumpulin
Oh,
dari awal.
banyak.
Kabarnya Mas
anjing.
Amba mau ke Indo. Iya kayak Mas Wadu.
Iya, soalnya 1000 Rachel, nyari 1000.
Mas Wadu kan waktu itu ke ini juga kan?
Ke Bali.
Ke Bali Mas Wadu. Marco, thank you Marco. Pasetika.
Bisa banget tuh ngedapetin ini. Jadi lit.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Pas maghrib tobat kocak lu.
Kenapa kewer guys?
Lit. Nah,
50 padahal udah gak.
gue aja.
ABK ya 50 ya.
Kara-kara
di kewer. Di sana mana kewer.
Anjing deh. Makanya lu ngikut gue lah. Gue udah ini. Terbalik.
Badan muda.
PUBG juga seru sih PUBG guys. Anjay. Sambil power dulu kali. Power manja guys. Sambil power manja guys. Lama ya, cuma semenit doang, Cok. Sebentar doang ya paling. Guys, ini skornya gimana sih? Kan atas bawah ya, tapi kiri kanan ding. Bingung juga bro. Iya, baru sadar gue guys. Ini bingung juga guys. Next map Bind ya. Bind, Paperrex kemarin Bindnya mantap ya. Dia tahu. Aku tahu. Aku tahu dia tahu. I am unto you. The middle of the night, staying a little alone enough.
Just about going into our first overtime of this tournament, but unfortunately haven't seen that yet. But we have Bind coming up. We know Paperrex love to tool around with a couple different things here. The rain is always possible, but the last time out we got to see that Yoru as well as the why is my brain not working here? Yoru Raze combination here
yes.
from Jing and Forsaken. So I'm excited if that comes back through as well.
Yeah, honestly, it's also the very first time, right? We get to see Global Zipto be rattled a little bit, as again, it's an entirely new look, at least for this tournament, as they've always been 2-0ing a lot of their series since day number 1. But just as you said, the Yoru and the Raze, it does feel like you have to have second thoughts getting in between Hookah and the teleporter, or else you might get sandwiched with a lot of these heavy utility, heavy flashes, and just a lot of the coordination of a lot of the Paperrex players has. So it's a little bit scary to think about, especially you have to think about Global Esports as bouncing, trying to bounce back after that close game on Pearl.
Yeah, I think they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, letting that first half end up, being as one-sided as it was to begin with, as well as just not being able to find that victory secured on their map pick. So curious to see what the bounce back is going to look like here from Global Zipto as we get ready to jump into bind. But this is kind of the scenario that I was talking about,
right?
And one that worries me when it comes down to trying to get into that map 5 situation is seeing the Pearl end up going the way of Paperrex, because if they come in here and they're able to just take this bind, if they still continue to look really strong and then still have good adjustments on Ascent, maybe it's going to be out of the cards. But I'm hoping that we can see at the very least that split here. But yeah, hopefully we just get tied up. Let's just trade wins on each other's map picks. How about that?
Yeah, that could be a possibility over here on this big grand finals. You get to see again. Global Zipto having to watch the matches yesterday when they saw that Paperrex victory on Bind. Again, a lot of aggression. They know that B will be pretty much camped by something. THOR is going to be that, big stalwart defense on Bath. So they have a pretty good idea on who's going where. I guess it's one of those things where how do you have to flush them out of there in their respective positions? Or how do you even deal with the 1v1s? I mean, they were able to do so, but at the very tail end of Pearl, that big 1v1s has been going in favor of something and towards Jing or, Kohaibi as well.
All right, well, taking a look, it is going to be an adjustment here. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Sentinel from the side of Paperrex as Forsaken is going to be playing the Deadlock. And Jing sticking to the raid, so not going to be seeing the double duelist. Instead, it's just going to be a mirroring of the compositions.
Yeah, no Yoru. Yeah, you're right. It is going to be a little bit of a battle of the Sentinels here. Having to just really have that big fortress swapping defense over defense with the Cypher and the Deadlock. It is going to be quite the challenge to try and clear everything all out, unless you have something that is able to destroy that with either the Sova. You do have your pain shells as well from Kelly S and Jing. I'm excited about this. Kelly S versus Jing as well. The double raise. We'll start here as Global
Is it Joss cooking?
Defense and
is it a real chat? Joss is cooking?
All right, well, for now, looks like PRX anticipating a massive push out from Connector. None to be spotted there. Instead, it's going to be a double walk up as Shower Orb about to be taken. Swing coming through.
Nice.
And 2 kills quickly going to be collected. The Sheriff now upgraded over in towards Forsaken's hands. As the full wraparound starts coming in here from Global Zipto, desperately trying to get themselves over towards the A site, but Jing already positioning in deep. Wall going to be set up here from the barrier mesh. That's going to flush them over in towards heaven. And getting out from here going to prove to be pretty damn difficult. Sights are set up as the Molly. Oh, not quite going to bounce up to where they wanted. But it's all good.
Yeah, it's okay. It's still a funnel onto heaven. They don't have to worry about anything else.
Push out, something collecting 1, ignores the boom bot, turns back down for it. Something once again off to a hot start here with the fade. The 3K in the pistol as Paperrex pull off a flawless.
So namakan gacor ba emang ya guys?
Yeah, Paperrex.
Something 3 skill anjing pakai VT ini VT something. Pedes banget tuh di bind tuh.
Just not allowing any sort of quietness or silence before the storm. They stack up, immediately saw catching, Global Zipto
Tara emang mapnya Tara aja guys, mapnya Tara guys, main guys. Kedua langsung
Tara. Having that big numbers advantage and having an incredible post plant with the Deadlock, the meshes and the sonic sensors can be proven to be deadly especially if Forsaken remains alive after. Part 2.
Part 2 indeed. Crystal around the corner. Just the classic in hand.
Santi tajam banget tuh anjing.
With the Spectre. It's
pakai ghost anjir.
With the ghost. Finds that elimination. A site once again going to be broken open. Cam spotting out multiple players. Will just get cleared as let's see what they can make happen. Angel's going to be lobbed in. Oh, and Jing just rushing into his back site and screaming over his life.
Something
There's
like
a
that.
couple little odd plays come through.
Something
End up
gila sih,
losing
bro.
out on Terra as well as Jing, who look to try to get a little bit more aggressive. But it's another 3K for something with a ghost in hand. Why does he use any other weapon? I don't know. But he's up 6-0-1. And Paperrex now have...
Oh, okay. It is towards that big operator buy, and two orbs left for Nightfall again. These numerous frags just leading up to a big ult economy. Now this, I wonder if they're ready for this over and long.
We shall see. Pivot over. There's the jiggle peek. There's the shot. Something says, surprise, I didn't buy the last 2 rounds, and now I have an operator. Immediately finds value. Just, I mean, stuffing Crystal out at the start of these rounds. That is a brutal thing to be doing here to Global Zipto, just given how dependent they've been on him, you know, having consistent fragging power.
Nice.
Kelly has able to find one though. Something taking down the operator on the floor for the moment. Boom bot.
Bener kan guys ya?
Ooh, spots out one. Kelly S as the smoke spawns. Good to find one. Looks for a little bit more here to Forsaken, but an area able to
Sabar guys.
way forward here
Gua gojek dulu guys ya.
towards the edge of hookah. Terra, the molly at the ready. Can bank it off the wall. Trying to go for the delay.
Wait!
Meanwhile, Kohibi trying to open things up a bit. The molly is in play, but it's all down to Terra now on her lonesome. Couple players low on HP. Alexi just around the corner. The defuse getting started. Poppy at full HP. The swing out of the smoke, and Alexi snappy with a headshot. Puts them down, and the operator ends up being lost. Maybe recoverable. Looks like yes, they do have it there.
This fight
As
isn't over until
Global
we are
Zipto
dead.
not allowing for a bonus conversion this time around.
Yeah, that was a little bit scary knowing that, you know, Crystal, you mentioned it, constantly being the victim of first blood in 3 rounds in a row. And constantly being found. If not in baths, though, surprise, I moved on to long, and yet you guys are still here. Paperrex, though, able to build up that aforementioned Nightfall. And, you know, something, any gun that he carries is definitely still a threat to still behold. And now, baths fight once more.
Swing out. Kelly is able to go ahead and utilize that carried over operator to at least trade it back down their fade. Cypher gone on the opposite side. Neri holding. Do they realize?
Oh my.
How's even gotten to this position? Either way,
Definitely
I'm not sure if they're
jumped.
going to be able to read this one at all.
Yeah.
Sabar kasih bro.
It's a difficult one to try to crack and suss out there. Is swing out. I guess able to find one. Showstopper drawn through. Finds the third. Looks for Tara. Can't quite make it happen. Something now trying to strike. Caught up by the tripwire that he had gotten
Something
past
nggak
the first
dapet
time.
guys.
Spike is going to be brought over as the Nightfall comes through. Cage Pop and Prowler on the hunt. The swing out into the open. And just holding their ground is able to find the elimination. Plant can come in. Molly, as well as the orbital strike, still online here for Terra. Versus Crystal just backpedaling, trying to get situated over towards elbow. Swings the corner out to safety fast enough. Crystal reads this wisely. Is slowly creeping up from behind, and there is no read here from Terra at all. But now we start playing Ring Around the Rosie a bit. Can Terra get themselves out towards the doorway fast enough? The answer is going to be no. Patiently, Crystal. It pays off. Finds the kill, gets the defuse, will be tied up at 2-2.
Gotta love that decision-making coming from Crystal on these 1v1s. You know, not knowing that you had the time, knowing where it was planted in the first place, process of elimination. I'm not gonna tap the spike to not reveal my position, and just being much faster when it comes to that movement. But, you know, you get to see the early fights, Kelly, yes, getting a lot of these frags to boil it down to a 1v1. We even saw something having to sneak
Indo bang, ya guys. Sama guys, gue pesan gosen dulu ya.
into hookah.
Gue ngirim obat.
But unable to carry the kill off of Veneri. There's a little bit of a delayed kill, but it's Paperrex back on this eco. Jing with a Bucky. Really excited to see where he's gonna send himself flying, and it could be towards A.
Something's just white swinging with the sheriff, and he's outgunning Kelly S. Thinks him down from top of truck. finds that one. Orbital Strike going to be committed in towards backside. Hopefully that they've walled somebody into a corner. They have not. Lexi here at Shower is still able to find one. Kohibe's going to be taken down, but something comes up with yet another. As this is just a classic Paperrex round. Press W, rush it down.
Apa ini W Gaming,
Come
bro?
away with a thrifty win to regain the lead. A weapon needing to be passed over. Oh dear. Well, I think they might have gotten it there at the very end.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Ini baru W Gaming, guys.
Like,
I like that we have basically not heard a single
Hashtag Jinx
peep
Day, kenapa hashtag Jinx Day,
or
bro?
like that many facial expressions out of something this entire time. And now he just made it an amazing GIF.
very true.
Hopefully somebody gets to making that one. There is, oh my goodness. Let's focus on Jing, blast packing over to the side, not paying attention to something, and Tara getting absolutely destroyed by the paint shells. Now they're on to Kelly S. Jing deafened for the moment. Takes out his own nade, but similar scenes to the previous round. But this time, it's looking to shut them down and pull off a thrifty of their own.
It's quite a possibility. They are going to get funneled through Hookah, which is just infested with Zipto members.
Luminary. A little bit of damage found there. They're on the Prowler. Well, I'd be very much worried about that push from behind.
Ooh.
He's going to try to creep forward. Close the gap here. Judge in hand. There's the reveal. More than enough. As it now falls to Kohibe to once again try to pull off a miracle clutch.
Annihilation.
Taps for the plant. Hears the footsteps. Knows that Crystal's going to be here.
30
That lab
seconds left.
goes for it once again, but Crystal remaining stagnant. TP in from behind, and as they go for the swing, Crystal is a little bit too fast on the draw. Finds the shot, and we stay tied up at 3-3.
Yeah, not even needing the annihilation. It's thrifty after thrifties, and it all started here with this, with his paint shell kill with the 2K. Unable to find the trade-off of Kelly S, and things were just falling apart one by one.
Pusing guys.
Again,
Jason, kenapa Jason nih,
gotta
guys?
hand it to something. Constantly cycling through a lot of these weaponry. It's a gun showcase for something. Back to the operator we go, and long will be the point of contention.
Rush up from Jing, trying to catch a Neri here. Swung out wide, but instead it's just going to be clear the cam.
There.
OP lagi, lihat nih.
All out from Crystal. Just cutting off access here on short. No one peeking out, giving any kind of opportunity there to something.
Ulti nggak sih, Son? Ulti nggak sih, Son?
So much to clear out. No information just yet. They're all so pulled back on the side of Global Zipto. Now it's forcing the timer to run through as Paperrex needs to sort of select where to go.
Okay, there's the trip. Spotted out by the Prowler. This time, not able to quite secure anybody in behind it. As, ooh, Kelly.
I know exactly
Yes, just staying quiet, trying to retreat. Should be able to get away from this as a showstopper. Will have expired by now, but does still get spotted out. As the paint shells go his way, gets started, tucks back into the corner.
3 lawan 4, guys.
He's able to stay alive, but 3 players left alive. Annihilation here from Crystal. Does just send it to try to find an opening pick. There's a couple key standard positions that you would expect to spot somebody at, but given the players falling to the wayside, he can't commit it here. And especially now that he's on his lonesome, I think it would be a bridge too far.
Ada ini, ada line up dia.
Time just not quite on their side here. Crystal going to see if he can get any additional value. Knows that the
Tara ada line up, bro. Gelo, bro. Ada line up, guys. Tara, guys.
Still not too great, but ultimately will have to just back away. Picks up the Vandal, goes to separate ways. Paperrex once again continuing to just have this swing back and forth in the rounds.
Ngeri juga Tara, guys. Ngeri.
Still in, well, pretty much operational on the side of something. Still good. Kept economy leading into that big win. That big funnel from Halls. Might be a bit too tricky for that retake, but we'll see. Crystal has been holding on to this annihilation for the perfect moment.
Fans apa sih?
And
Fans
Kelly
bilang
S has his own operator to match something, but so far, statistics-wise, it does feel like something has been winning a lot of these 1v1s, these initial contact plays.
It has been. Oh, rushing forward. No way for Crystal to get the heck out of there. Boombot causes a little bit of a minor distraction. Paint shells to clear the close corner. Nightfall considered here from Alexi. Ops to send it over towards short. That's going to connect onto 4 players as Annihilation does get sent out, but will not find the touch. So kill not coming through, not getting that pull forward. Empty-handed here at the end of the day is Forsaken. Alexi, though, still fighting back, finding Kohibi. Something has the op in play. Swing out from Poppy, exiting out of showers. Swaps now over to the Vandal. As Global Zipto get themselves closer and closer to this spike. 3v3, Forsaken slides forward, taking this close angle. Boombot reveals. Has to jump back. Here's the flash back up on top of the box. The push out of the smoke. Forsaken able to find the second. And now Inari is going to be forced to backpedal. Rotating in towards the site. Swing out. Forsaken immediately finds the third headshot.
Itu baru Jason, guys.
Paperrex not allowing for Global Zipto to continue nipping at their heels. It'll stretch the lead by 2 rounds once more.
Fans Karbit ya,
Kill
fans Karbit.
instincts from Forsaken really in full bloom here. Hearing the satchel, smoke, the read that Kelly S is gonna all go on top of the box as well. And just have these snappy shots.
Oh shit.
I think at the very end he thought he was gonna die to the spike. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, clearly.
Paperrex tuh bercanda mainnya, guys.
Poppy just gonna be sending out the molly, trying to stop the approach here. Might be early rotations. I mean, full share of purchase. Only a couple players having these half armors, 2 without any armor whatsoever. Looking for the C's paint shells here. Poppy able to get back around the wall though. Protected enough for the decay. Will go away, and Alexi finds a great first shot. Jing getting taken down. Forsaken, however, turns back over towards the teleporter. Finds one, tries to remove the net. Poppy's able to swing out. Finds that kill, and now the spike is going to be stranded.
Kenapa sih ini? Kenapa
Once again, potential thrifty here for Global Zipto, but something is still fighting back. Annihilation gets dodged. Nightfall built up, sent. Goes over towards the players, and Kohibi is ready. Pushing back forward here into Hookah. Mows them down for the 3K. And Paperrex, they bailed themselves out of a sticky situation.
Yeah, I thought that would have been another thrifty. This tripwire just gaining so much value from Inari. I mean, just really force the push and just play through that contact. And of course, I'd be really happy about that one, especially the constant, presence that she's able to play out ever since Perlin as well. Kelly, yes, does have that showstopper, so I imagine this could be activated here as soon as they have an inkling that A might be that target.
Well, 1-for-1 over here at B long. Crystal able to take down Kohibi. They lose a Neri, so just a trade on the ciphers for here. As Prowler checking forward. Jing still feeling comfortable enough. Will grab the orb. 2 away from that showstopper. Looks like after that first contact and the trade loss over on B, Paperrex still wanting to rotate towards this side of the map.
Shit! Beda kan nonton daripada yang main, Bang. Iya, makanya.
They'll start working their way back through. 3 players now set up on A. Crystal on his lonesome, needing to be the hero, needing to try to at least go equal, if not trade up here. Sitting on the line, the swing coming through. Finds the first one, looks for the second, can't quite make it happen.
Yeah, sonic sensors
wide open now.
Gone. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a rough retake. It's going to be a travel. They're already rushing through. No ults for this except showstopper.
They're able to find one. Great combination. Forsaken going to be caught. Now the showstopper. It's already been built up. Went away from another paint shell here is Kelly S. And now with the player advantage, might just be able to make this happen.
There.
The molly's already been committed. Nothing else for the post plant available to the side of Paperrex. The showstopper drawn out. Jing finding one before getting eliminated, but it all falls down to Terra. We heard her yesterday saying that this is her map. Can she prove that here once more? The defuse being held. The swing forward finds the first one, tucks back around the corner. It's happened on the re-swing. Kelly S will be able to find the elimination. Failing it, GE out of yet another round loss. Lost to 4, but it's still so very costly.
Oh yeah, it was all boiling down to Kelly S, that lone player. And speaking of lone players, Crystal, all his lonesome onto Hookah, at least finds a trade to make this round a bit doable. Tara felt like it was so close for her to get this clutch, but Kelly S was just so
Kita gabung sama Cewek Bang sekarang. Ini lagi collab guys, kayak collab gitu lah guys.
Now Paperrex, they
guys,
do have a lot of
collab.
ultimates to work with, including the neural theft. After that one orb, we'll have to see. Barrier mesh is constantly being a threat onto short. But Showstopper right
sent
away.
immediately. Jing blast packing his way in through showers.
What?
Seeking target, sends it. Poppy going to be taken down. Just playing off of that lobbed in net. Lexi, kind of missing the opportunity there for a brief little moment, but as she turns back, we'll be able to find Jing. Good Scriby as well. As things get so very messy so very quickly. Just as C's available here for something as he gets the spike planted, shifts across. More towards showers. The wall holding them back here for the moment as they swing out. Nothing spotted.
Over there.
Crystal, though, the reads have been clean. Can he get another one here? It looks like something's going to make it a little bit easier. Creeps back forward, but they're actually going to double tuck in through lamps. Sees Haunt. Their own net available. Lobbed in. Haunt quick cleared. As the Seas goes in. Swing out, looking for the headshot. He's able to find it, but the hold at the half already completed. Crystal will be able to go ahead and scoop this one up. And Global Zipto run back these last several rounds and now have an opportunity to tie things at 6-6 on the half.
Oh boy, it's getting close to like Pearl once more as we get to see the catch-up. I love this combo, the Gravnet into the Showstopper. But Alexi, a massive set of frags before she falls. And of course, boiling down to the 1v2 to get that trade on the board. Now, Paperrex back on the buys, but not exactly on the shields. Annihilation still available for Forsaken. Unable to use that so far, as things have been happening so rapidly once they enter the site.
I mean, they really have been. We have 3 ultimates nearly there built up as well for Global Zipto. Alright, Annihilation to check close into Hookah. Nothing going to be spotted there. Sensors as well as tripwires set up on the exit from this point. As there's the drop down. Nightfall crashing across, and Forsaken going to be gunned down. And Neri out from elbow, able to find one. Jing with the paint shell, finding another. Cam up over the top. Ping reveals coming through off the neural theft. Chaotic starts the camp, still not cleared out, and Neri still present. Top of the cage, looks for Jing, can't quite make it happen, but Kelly is recovering fire. Go ahead and find him. Trades it back out. Wide swings out of the smoke, using the boombot as a distraction.
Bro.
And it's so well engineered and
Damn, man. Emang bisa, man.
Thriving in the chaos. We get tied up 6-6.
Yeah, that was an intense amount of pressure there onto elbow. It hasn't exactly able to get that cleared out, and therefore a lot of pressure. Now it's a half. Let's go take a short break first.
Short break, bro. Terus kok ganti bang? Nggak ganti guys. Collab, you know, collab. Esternya ngantuk. Collab roster guys. Oleh cuman kayak di turnamen ini doang guys. NRI di mana? NRI kayaknya di Filipina itu. Tempatnya Alexi kan? Dah.
Alrighty, we are back. Tied up 6-6 here at the half. A solid effort in the end from Global Zipto, running back 3 rounds in a row to bring us to this point. Now,
udah cabut dari
we'll gain the lead as we go into the second pistol.
Another Bath's contention, a 4 stack at that. Tara has to be careful.
Corner here for now. Spots out playing. Takes good damage. Go ahead, try to throw in that net. Peek forward. Forsaken, able to find one Jing. His nade comes in as he arrives from behind. Frenzy in hand as well.
Nice! Dari belakang keluar, bro. Gelo.
Absolutely phenomenal. Looking like perhaps another flawless end it is here in the pistol. Paperrex will take the first step here in the second half.
That was over in an instant. I mean, we talked about better be careful if you're going to be stuck in between hookah and the teleport. They can do the same right outside of Baths. That's exactly what happened. The frenzy play.
Itu pasti ke Falcon mereka. Falcon tuh di mana guys? Emang di Asia Falcon ya?
Zipto. Next thing you know, the round is over. It is going to be another stack of utility on Spek.
Aduh, kenapa ya nggak di Paperrex aja ngambil ya?
Twice as they may do it again on that teleporter play.
Falcon mainnya di EMEA, anjir jauh banget. Falcon bukannya apa ya? Oh EMEA Falcon ya?
Slow creep up. 5-man death ball, but something waiting. There's the net. As he just swing the corner. He's thinking about it. Never mind. It's going to be Jing gaining vision first and foremost. As Forsaken and something, they will get a tiny piece of the pie, but the lion's share goes to Jing, who's now one away from the showstopper, going into Paperrex's bonus round.
It's the death crunch once more. I mean, it wasn't eco, but it's a little bit of a preview of what might happen. It take a bit of time. We're at the outskirts of hookah. A judge could be waiting a teleporter from behind. But this is now quickly onto the bonus. Everything was happening in a blink of an eye.
Tiba-tiba panas. Jing tuh lagi panas nih guys, enak nih guys.
Take advantage of that. So far, unable to create any build-up onto the ultimates. Not as much, but hopefully this may be the round.
Slower start here. Steady creep up. Global Zipto just working their way forward here towards Garden. Prowler to check. We'll get a brief little spot out there onto Crystal, so some presence going to be noted. Something with an interesting position to hold here. Wide corner with a judge in hand. Jump forward. Yep, not much you're going to be able to do there as Kalias just arrives up over the top. Showstopper Jing immediately stomps him out. Pain shell sent. Teleporter needed to be taken, and already Tara still here on this A side of the map. Crystal waiting to see if there's going to be any kind of pursuit coming through. Nothing noted. Now makes their exit. Tara's just waiting here, hugging on the corner. Even though there's still 40 seconds remaining, if this spike hits the floor, that may just be the end of it. Yeah, there's a clear out. Crystal with everything to do. Finds one, finds the second. Surely, we can't keep doing this. Pinged out, stunned for the moment, but the plant can come in. Re-clears it. Now, opts to go for the TP back. Counter-rotate, but that gets rid of the wall. That gets rid of the kind of chokeholds that he was trying to establish. Just the one sonic sensor as the plant comes in. About 9 seconds left to go.
10 seconds left.
Just the tap. The swing out.
Remaining.
Predicts it absolutely gorgeously. And Jing with 13 HP
Nah,
would have to be so on point, and he is not. Crystal, how does he keep doing this? The 4K to drag this round back.
The game sense is astonishing. The read, the mechanics to back that all up. Having to know that using the barrier mesh, fake a lot of these plants, knowing that there's 10 seconds on the clock, I still have room to bait this tap out for a peek to make it a 1v1. Everything is so crystal clear for Crystal.
Unbelievable. Just when it was looking like a little bit of a rougher performance from him on the map. And he goes ahead and pulls off something like that. Something, however, speaking of which, post corner, but immediately covering fire is going to be taken down as Forsaken ends up dying. Player advantage here to the side of Global Zipto as they look to tie things up at 8-8. Ooh, spot out. To an area.
Nice.
They move up though, pressing forward, not anticipating Tara to go for the peek out of Lamp. So kill found.
Here.
My territory, my rules.
Here over the top of the drop down. Kelly's just dancing around. Wahaibi losing track of him though. Doesn't manage to find Crystal before getting taken down.
Nice.
Oh, there's the Molly and there's Poppy getting burnt to a crisp. Kelly now. Similar scenes. Low HP with everything to do. Has the showstopper. Something's pushing forward. But now he can't defuse. The plant is in. It's a clutch. It's another 4K. Back-to-back insane rounds here for Global to tie it up.
What
What
are
the
we
hell is
witnessing?
happening?
I know, it's crazy. It feels like it's an anime fight after an anime fight, having a bunch of these kills to lead into the showstopper, and then I'm fine dying. It's okay as long as there's no one to defuse. And where's Kellyus? He's gonna be happy about that one for sure.
Unbelievable.
Miskin,
And
Cok.
still no timeouts in sight.
Yeah.
Just a haunt send
Nggak
here.
tembak
as
anjir guys,
Crystal
padahal Darius
off
pepet di
after
kiri
ready
udah ketahuan posisinya guys.
knows that there's going to be basically zero armor on the opposite side. Wahaibi back away. Needs a tiny bit of damage here. Double setup in hookah. Not finding too many targets coming their way though. It's just an area on the opposite side, slow creeping forward. Jing with that Bucky may just be able to find something, but looks like he will not. Crystal's going to be taken down all the same though. Wahaibi able to find that kills. Prowler chases into the corner. Lexi at the same time finding something. The spray just narrowly avoiding finding it, but eventually it's the blast pack of all things to come up with the goods. Bucky out. Jing just chipping away at them as much as possible, but it's only a couple of pellets connecting. So he'll grab a sheriff. The teleporter will be taken by everyone on the side of Global Zipto. Now they look to slow things up a bit. Play it out a little bit more quietly. Nightfall, give it over to Alexi with the orb.
There.
If they open with it on this angle,
30 seconds
we'll
left.
connect onto just about everyone. Narrowly missing here on the Tara. So here comes the creep up. Jing keeping Tara protected, but Poppy's able to find one. And Jing just,
Gitu dong.
he just does it right back to them.
Balas,
1, 2, 3 with the
balas.
sheriff in hand. What in the hell is happening here on Bind?
3 times in a row. You're getting back-to-back 4Ks. And that...
Oh, let's go. Woo.
Anjing gitu banget
Let's
cuy
go,
anjing.
Oh my goodness. This is just some of the wildest swings that we've seen.
Something lu jangan main OP deh, something lu main Vandal aja nggak sih
Now
something.
Paperrex back into a 1-round lead. The push out, something gets a 2-for-1. Sees, takes them all so low, gets the no-scope headshot onto Poppy.
Nice.
And the crunch play will turn the tides, will change the pace, will change the trend. As PRX now get themselves up to double digits. No 4Ks this time around.
These rounds have been going by so fast, and yet slows down in the middle, and then just ends in a very
Son perusak
crazy
sama dia guys.
climax for either of these players from Global Zipto or Paperrex for the 4K. And the meat grinder happens once more. Global Zipto has to think twice to be staying about hookah or outside
Ulti,
of
nice.
baths for a little bit.
Ini
We'll
kita
see
pakai
if they
ulti
pick up the
menang round,
pace
ini
once
kan
more.
miskin guys.
Because things are not going in their favor. Paperrex have been on fire.
Well, once again, slowing things down, not looking to have yet
Harus kasih
another
duelis ya mau nyala
crazy
ya. Harus kayaknya abis ini
fast
paling yang dari
flash
duelis
coming through.
feeling gue ya. Maaf ini guys. Essen. Enggak ya. Jing paling main jet.
While we have this pause in the action, I just want to give a shout out to everyone watching this live
Apa lawan
because this has
simulator
been
bang? Gak tau guys.
so insane.
Lagi
between
suruh
these
palward
two
guys, maaf ya.
teams in the most brilliant way possible. And you gotta feel bad for the people who are gonna be watching the VODs, trying to catch up and figure out why everyone's losing their minds over this one. Orbital Strike gonna be sent out here. No one in lamps to receive that damage. Nightfall now crashing across, sent forward here by something. Gets a connection onto a couple different players. Forsaken looking for the setup there. Gets the reel in, does hit him all the way across over towards Showers. Gets the pull
Gelo.
forward, and
Gelo.
that's as Kelly S. Yep, will pop out of
Nice,
the net.
nice.
Flawless round here for Paperrex, who want to bring this bind now to its conclusion.
Dibilang si
There's 2
Samping
rounds
suruh main
left to
Vandal
go.
aja menang kan?
Yeah, it was just zero visibility, tons of smokes across that entirety of A. It was lamps that was this big defense that, you know, Global Zipto had to clear to take
Tapi gue
control
gak
of
suka
the
guys. Gue gak suka
entire
guys.
side,
Kalau
but
ada
it
serif
was,
gini gue gak suka guys ya.
I mean, that big constant multi-frag in that round. Now back to Eco for the Global Zipto. You haven't exactly seen the big thrifties, just like Pearl. It has been Paperrex just being in such an online lead.
See, the nade. Terra gonna try to get away from that, but just can't quite
Biasaan
do
cok,
it.
kena util mati, kena util mulu
Lasting
Ji.
long enough to be able to find the kill.
Wow, lagi
Little
Iko
set
kena
play
util
here for
mulu.
Global Zipto. Getting a thrifty would be a great way to get themselves right back into the action. Right back into the trends that we were seeing earlier on. Spam set up. It's a spot out of the one, so he's able to find Alexi there. Picking him down over.
Nice!
Hours. Showstopper pulled out. No, Kelly S just gonna be sniped out of the sky. Something with far too clean of a headshot comes away with it.
Nice.
And the neural theft investment isn't going to lead to much. 2 players down, but still playing forward. Paperrex get themselves now up to map point.
This is going to be a timeout.
Something Vandal solusi guys. Dapat
We
mulu
have not
Vandalnya
seen a
something guys.
single
Tahu dia
timeout
OP
in
guys.
this
Kalau Jet gak apa
entire
dah.
map unbind, and it's a very understandable one. Need to recollect themselves. We get to see Global Zipto sort of, you know, have different paces. They want to slow things down from time to time. They get first blood with, you know, the paint shell seize combo, but having unable to sort of translate that as, again, something just constantly shuts them down, even removing the value off that showstopper that they can't exactly use anymore on this upcoming round. Very important. We've seen overtimes before from this kind of score, but it's all up to Global Zipto to sort of stabilize after these sets of rounds where Paperrex is just going ham on them.
A lot of pressure here on
Oleh
the
something tuh
timeout.
tajam guys. Kalau lagi tajam nih tajam banget jujur guys ya.
Into OT.
Ini lumayan tajam hari ini guys. Jing juga lagi tajam. Jason lagi biasa aja, nggak setajam-tajam kemarin ya.
Paperrex will be
Mungkin Jason belum keluarin neonnya guys. Kalau udah keluarin neon beda cerita ya.
In this grand final, 1 map win away from closing it out, which would force Global Zipto to pull off
BO3 aja
a
nggak sih
reverse
biar udah
sweep.
kelar.
Not a position you ever want to be in.
Kan OP lagi tuh. Udah males gue.
Ever so likely here for the team, given the trend here in these last several rounds. You have to be thinking if you're those players is, okay, Paperrex just did 4 in a row. We can do the same. On out here comes through Prowler. Back up. Comes in from Jing. Just making sure they keep this up. Obscured for now. Wide swing out. Something flicks up. He's able to find the kill. Alexi on the floor.
Kalau gitu gue gak marah guys. Ya.
It's gonna be really rough. Showstopper.
Dapat satu guys. Nice.
Second.
Soalnya lo
That's
lagi.
just brutality. Not much more to be done there. Smokes now just cycled here from Terra on short. The push forward footsteps going to be heard. Tripwire set up on the side. Kelly S just tucked behind the box. Terra thinking about it. Does she just go for the shots, trying to take them down. Swings out from the one side. Nothing going to be spotted there. Kelly S is able to find one, but now the
Nice!
swing onto the corner. They take their targets. They nail it.
Zizi!
That is going to be much more dominant appearance here.
One more, guys!
The opening map. Paperrex
One more, guys!
2-0 in their hands.
One more, guys!
Dominant sweep here in the grand finals.
One more, guys.
And that's the thing, right? You see the first half, it was quite neck and neck. It ended in a 6-6. They were definitely trading blows. They were having early scrappy fights outside of baths and outside of hookah. But then afterwards, when the second half happened, it was like Paperrex was on a different kind of level. Something was just constantly getting a lot of these multi-frags. But you get to see Crystal get that 4K, that crazy clutch for Global Zipto. But after that, you know, Jing also had his own moment. Kelly S had his own moment. And Paperrex just really dominated the second half after.
As they did, well.
Boleh main game lain bang, apa sebenarnya juga. Halo Riot. Hey, jangan gitu dong. Jangan halo Riot dong, guys. Gue belum kesini ya, guys ya. Apa aja bang yang baru bang? Gak tau guys, emang udah update hari ini guys? Kayak ntar malam ya update deh. Ya ini udah dilawan guys, Asus. Wah. Halo Paperrex, sabar lah sih. Sampai tunggu break gak sih guys? Breaknya lama bro. Udah dilawan guys, belum gue lawan guys. Sebelah sini. This all done. Even Anubis done. Mau ke sini guys, mau ke api. Api ini. Mana pulau barunya nggak ada bos baru ya belum ada. Realis 40. Ya we do this. Awas sama bagusan mana bang? Bagusan. Ini udah deh guys, gas guys. Ini tembakin bangsat. Tembakin guys, tolong. Udah mulai bang Cio map 3 jangan. Jangan bohong guys. Tolong jangan bohong ya. Bakar bang. Gak kena. Sakit tuh makan. Select agent, bohong banget anjing, Wolpins. Nah, ada 4 menit anjing. Wey. Angkat, cie ngecek babi. Gue butuh 5 guys, 5 buat buka koop sih. Halo Riot sih guys. Mereka seneng banget ya gue di sini guys ya. Cuman pengen main sebentar guys. Udah lagi guys. Ya. Aja ya. Halo Om Riot. Hei, jangan kasih tau, jangan sama teman dong. Ya. Tap, naikin level. Tap, naikin level. Tap, naikin level. Ya. Tangkap, naikin level. mana? Wah, tangkap level. Tangkap naikin level. Itu sama aja Esports deh. Dia pakai baju Esports. Ya. Tangkap. Naikin level. Tangkap. Naikin level. Supaya cepat XP-nya kencang. Ya. Tangkap. Naikin level. Level 42 tuh easy guys. Naikin level tuh di sini tuh sangat easy kalau ketemu momennya guys. You find the right moment will exactly easy to catch on them all guys ya. Masih 33 guys. Sabar. Biar nggak berasa lama guys ya. Tangkap. Naikin level. Bikin gue udah 41 bro. Mantap banget ya. Ini guys, habis kita cari beacon ini guys. Beacon Swift. Bikin Swift yuk. Kita nikahin Swift sama Runner guys. Setuju nggak? Biar kayak berak. Jalannya cepet banget guys. Wixen. Aku butuh kamu. Ya. Tangkap. Ih, KFC Ikis baru nih. Tangkap. Ya. Easy bro. Tangkap. Naikin level. Lagu gua gitu. Ya. Sakit. Ya. Tangkap. Salah naikin level. Aduh sakit banget anjing. Pada meledak langsung. Sampainya ketangkap guys 20% guys. Wah hell jago banget gua. Tangkap. Naikin level. Ya. Tangkap. Tangkap. Ya big rate-nya udah 12 coy, jangan dilawan lagi coy. Banyak nangkep ya coy anjing. Sabar, slowly. Tangkap. Anjing gak kena bangsat. Ya. Tangkap. Naikin level. Tangkap. Naikin level. Ya. Tangkap. Naikin level. Wah. Tangkap. Tangkap. Naikin level. Tangkap. Naikin level. Belum mulai guys, nobar ya, sabar. Kita explore dulu guys. Ini level dulu bro. Tangkap. Naikin level. Tangkap. Naikin level. Oke, kita ini sabar. Empat gua nggak sih? VCT Pasifik pada perang apa guys ini? Wah, ada perang apa guys? Tangkap. Wah. Naikin level. That's it.
Yep,
10 menit gue bisa naikin 1 level setengah.
And Neri first Jing matchup over here on that Jet. Really excited to see. You get to see the mood of Paperrex.
And Neri Jet bro.
All smiles as well. The locked and loaded and ready to go.
Map terkutuknya Paperrex bro.
Well, mentioned it last time, we'll mention it once again. Crystal coming out, has that sheriff in hand, saw the ace from him.
Tapi mereka nggak ada flash. Global Zipto nggak ada flash sama sekali bro.
Try to start turning the tides for Global Zipto in this grand final. Paperrex were able to find both of the pistols on bind. Will that trend continue for them as well?
Is indeed the question. All these pistol rounds have been quite fast, but maybe a set would take this a bit slower.
Yellow tuh kena shock dart.
A little bit of early damage found there off the shock. Crystal down to 68, 78.
In sight.
Nope.
You're forward. Footsteps noted as well as the recon getting the ping out. Paperrex knowing that they've successfully staved off this
kemarin kan kalah. Iya sih. Soalnya ini mapnya susah Paperrex, ini mapnya jelek banget. Paperrex ini suka bau. Tergantung sih kalau something panas kayak kemarin lagi mah gila bro.
As that singular devour, so if you can get a kill, you can back out quickly. But it is just going to be a cut of the noise and a regress in towards B here from Global.
Gila banget cow, angle-nya guys.
Oh, there's the headshot, there's the dismiss. Snake of the night just makes his way out. Soaring into the tall grass. Swing forward. Something good for a second one. This time not going to be able to find a third. Spray across here with that sheriff. Looking for a couple shots. Woven in towards Alley, but only a minor amount of contact found there by Crystal. Down to 8 HP now. Lurk from Alexi though could end up being absolutely monstrous here for the team. Switch up onto the corner. Oh no, dancing around the bullets, and Tara's able to stabilize it. Alexi just not quite able to align the crosshair. Probably will find one Jing going to be taken down, but the two remaining players just no health. 15 between them before they fall.
Ada apa itu Alexi? Alexi kenapa tuh guys? Alexi guys.
I was about to say, you know, something is trapped, but it's actually the opposite. It is Global Zipto trapped alongside him, and he's able to take down 2 kills before he's able to fall, which made this round, this retake even better.
Kayaknya curse-nya ya, curse apa sih?
Having to, you know, play off the reload.
Curse ini guys, curse-nya apa?
There's somebody there, it is Alexi. But yeah, things really went Paperrex's way.
Curse itu bro. Itu curse-nya pakai cipher guys namanya guys. Something main shotgun nggak tuh anjing.
On the sheriff here. Looks like Alexi gonna be willing to spend down a little bit more to try to get some extra bit of firepower. Otherwise, classics as Jing goes pushing forward as that judge immediately finds a kill. Just go ahead and pop the devour really quick. Get up towards 150. As Elias trying to go for the jump, doesn't make it to the box, and all of this is being hurt here by something.
Masuk lo ke situ.
Yeah, they gotta think twice, especially they don't really know what they're up against. If it's definitely gonna be a judge, but Jing getting close.
Nice.
This swings out. Alexi going to be taken down. The rest of Global Zipto now on the approach, working their way. 3 members in towards tree, with Tara waiting on the opposite side, just jiggling on the corner, spots them out. Paranoia going to be sent, connects on to absolutely all of them. Swap to the ghost, tries to draw it down, tries to find the kill, can't quite make that happen as Judge onto the corner. Oh, something. He says, wait, I don't have any bullets remaining.
Nice.
Has to reload that clip, but it doesn't matter. Just plays distract while Forsaken swoops in. One casualty, up to 0. Paperrex already tying their scoreline from that first outing on Ascent.
Oh yeah, it is the constant pistol wins that Paperrex has been dealing on the pain against Global Zipto.
Flash Tara bagus banget, bro.
Clean round for them.
Ini artinya selalu bagus ya, Lexi ya guys ya.
There is that, at least Poppy was able to sort of feed himself with a lot of these orbs and as well as some of these kills. So it's just 2 left for that Cosmic Divide building up, but Empress might be there for something as well.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Pizza, Alexi's dead, now I'm hungry. I just ate fried chicken and now I just want to order pizza as well.
Yum.
Pas akademia nggak ada Bang Cio, nggak ada guys.
Well, your disadvantage here, something around the corner.
Yeah!
That went forward. Ooh, and that's enough of a distraction. Something's odd to not just try to ignore the jet there. Pays attention to it, pays the iron price. Jing sat here, mesh, net, all thrown in. Elias just going to go backpedaling. Player advantage still established here. As Crystal with the flank of all flanks. Swings on the corner, tries to play this a little bit more patiently, and connects onto both with the transfer. Gorgeously done. Stops us from potentially getting a little bit more out of hand, a little bit more costly.
Nah, flank Cio ada yang nge-care guys.
Zipto playing a very nice anti-bonus.
Oh yeah, beautiful flank by Crystal there. These shots were just astonishing to watch.
Spray-nya bro.
Great display of skill. And again, Crystal, this could be setting the tone for the Crystal that we saw in day number 1, especially on the Sova. But Paperrex though, they do have the Empress available. I would be scared something has been also on fire in this series.
Slowed down now. Forsaken, the one with the judge set back on B. Noiseless approach. You're on towards Cat. Something just around the corner. Over at bench. Empress at the ready. Nothing spotted. Just smoke sent across the map. Tara setting up further defense there on B. Going over the top, something. I believe he does get noted there. Sends out the Lear, just going to start backpedaling now. Does manage to get tucked away, but not in a position now to try to reinforce this side of the map. Jing opening up with the spray, trying to find anything. Paranoia just try to stave up the approach in from tree, and there he ends up getting their head taken off. Tara solid with the headshot, able to find one. Jing gets Kelly, yes, but then gets traded out.
Nice.
Massive advantage here for the side of Paperrex. Alexi going to be noted here on the flank. Forsaken desperately trying to draw them closer and closer with that judge, but as they do, Alexi swings the corner, is able to find him. Now suddenly, advantage for a brief moment was in the hands of Global Zipto. As I say that, Poppy, last one standing, shuts the door. Goes for the plant. It's being held on to, and that will be his undoing. Instant kill, instant defuse. Kohibi gonna be getting halfway towards that lockdown.
Let's go.
Move up 3-1.
Yeah, the lead of the round really started when THOR was able to stop that execute, that entry through the site, feeling that big burst blood, and everything just fell apart, despite Alexi getting a pick from across the map as well. The spike had to be picked up in the middle of nowhere. Time wasn't on their side.
Kristal pakai serif gue benci guys, sumpah guys. Kristal serif itu mengesalkan guys, hati-hati guys ya.
Empress was used earlier. Good conversion, but Cosmic Divide's gonna be kept. And we'll see how they go.
Something dialed in, but spotted. Nary.
Pick apa itu, guys?
Line taken out in the mid. Not expected whatsoever. It's a very good first kill. Poppy as well. Similarly, tucking back, drifting away from Gelato just in time, but maybe getting slowed up a bit. Maybe caught trying to set up some of these util, but as he swings back through,
Nice.
reads it's ready for Jing, but doesn't quite read that there's going to be a second player. Push up into the smoke now, though. Kaibi lingering, lurking, finding one, and Neri trades it back, however, keeping the advantage in their hands. TP used. Terra outside of A main here for the brief little moment. Flank still coming through as Lexi starts walking forward in towards B.
Last player standing.
The wall off, Forsaken now dead. Terra on their lonesome. Everything to do. As just to even make it more complicated, there'll be a sonic sensor set up on the entryway. TP forward. Quick little spray across. Kalias will find it. Global Zipto. Keeping things nice and tight-knit. One round down still.
Yeah, these first bloods have been the bridge to victory. And Neri with
pikir
an
jelek banget,
important
bro.
kill
Tadi, bro,
onto
sumpah itu,
something on
something jelek
mid,
banget.
just basically opens the map wide open. And after that,
Harus kontrol
Alexi
duitnya
as
sih,
well
guys.
with
Defending,
a
soalnya dia
very
defending
impactful
map,
lurk.
anjir.
Constantly, you gotta worry about that lurk from the Cypher. And it's, again, first half has always been this pattern. Very, very close and neck.
Deploying drone.
Now Paperrex, kick back economically. Shorty there in the hands of Forsaken does have a Hunter's Fury. Spectre on Jing and Kohaibi. The most firepower they have realistically is Forsaken on the jump peak.
Anjir.
Ooh, gets tagged down. 21 health.
Revealing area.
Great wallbang shots coming through. Thinking his existence in this round, a bit of a living hell. Now trying to find value with the Shorty. That much more unlikely. Something holding on an angle. Kelly has slow creep forward. Something looking to maybe go on the peak here. Nothing spotted quite just yet. Forsaken on that peak, trying to set up here for the play. Clear out, instantly cleared the push forward, and they're able to just go ahead, backs away. Notices they're not hitting their shots. Uses the tailwind, gets out to safety. Something, however, still aggressing, still looking for more. Gets a shot across an area, now down to 40.
Forsaken 1 HP.
Oh, plenty of noise being made here by Forsaken. Yeah, he's
Ini kenapa
going
nggak
to
bisa
be
diem ya?
taken down. Barrier mesh now set up to cut off that access from the A site. That'll force him all the way around in towards mid. Behind here with that Spectre. Able to put the fuse, finds one, finishing off the enemy jet, but Kalias now strikes. Finds himself a third here in the round. And Jing, last one standing. No real way of trying to get himself into a winning position here in the round.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little rough for the barrier mesh.
Updrafts can go up and around the barrier mesh, but it'll expire. But now you've got Crystal sat here as well.
Lanjut nggak sih? Dapat. Gak sama lagi, bro, anjir.
Just sit and wait, see if anybody comes pushing into him, try to take a weapon right off of him. No one's forward. Goes in for the fight. Crystal with 38 HP, however, standing. Hit Global Zipto now up 3
Ini
to
ada
3.
5 lagi mereka, guys, anjing. Tim
Line
4,
up.
cok.
Plenty of ultimates to utilize. Nearly all 5 online. Just the knives not there.
Yeah, it's a lot saved up for the upcoming rounds, and this was just pure firepower coming from the side of Kalias. And again, this mid
Jingnya bau nih, guys. Jing lagi bau, guys. Lagi jet, guys.
Working out in their favor. Constantly
Lawan DRX 2 kemarin wangi, guys.
tension. I will understand if Paperrex
Kickoff nggak
decides
off-season dong.
to,
Kickoff mah udah start
you know,
pertama, guys.
push their utilities a bit forward, like this alarm bot. If they do it again, most especially, and have a more aggressive angle and challenge anyone who dares peek.
Now it's a double setup. Recon cleared out over towards tiles. Going forward from Crystal, spotting out here onto the Omen. Hunter's Fury comes out immediately just to try to protect here. Meantime, Terra is pushing up aggressively, but Alexi fairly ready for it. Annihilation going to be sent in. No one going to be caught there. The neural theft invested. The ping reveals. Forsaken swings the corner. Kelly S going to be taken down. Drones forward in towards heaven, trying to scout out. Nothing going to be spotted there. And Neri is now just situated up on top of Jen, but Alexi just swooping across that nebula over a tree.
Defense-nya kayak kalah terus guys. Jelek banget defense-nya sumpah.
Catches the glimpse there of something, finds the headshot. Player advantage here for the side of Global. Hunter's Fury coming through, just looking to take down this lockdown. Final blast will have it. And Alexi's still waiting on a flank angle. Forsaken at 5. Not sure how they try to get themselves out of this position here. Kohaibi trying to be the one to open things up a bit. Fuse held to half. Alexi now striking, finding 2, but the Fuse just gets held.
Nice!
Forsaken at 5 HP, just manages to hold it down.
Wow.
Oh boy, that one's gonna hurt here for Global. They do an immense amount of damage, taking all the weapons out of the hands here of the Paperrex players, but they all just lose track of little old Jason. 5 HP, sat there.
Apa apa defending
with the
sih bro?
diffuser in his hand.
Mereka attack-nya kuat
It's the
amat.
pressure coming from Kohaibi in as well, having to push through A main. They were unable to take her down right away, so therefore they're unable to take that push and peek through that entire chaos. And now it's a stack on mid with a hero rifle onto something, but it looks like they're just happy just staying put and see who's gonna try and peek them aggressively here.
Knives pop from Jing, ready and waiting for any kind of info over towards B. First blocking out the pings there as Crystal opens up, finding one wide swing from something, comes away with that kill, backs out with a dismiss, but second player going to be lost at A site, very much opened up, and Forsaken finding a bit of an off timing, just swoops down out from bench. Gets rid of an Eri, keeps things scrappy, keeps them relatively even. Player disadvantage still here for Paperrex.
Caution here.
Alexi.
Knives still just for Jing.
Yeah.
Alexi
Alexi has been a constant threat in a lot of these mid rounds and keeping it quite close despite, you know, Paperrex getting some of these advantages in the round. She just swoops in, just makes the round winnable for Global Zipto.
30 seconds left.
More pressure on Jing now. Nebula
Last player
pops,
standing.
dissipates, swing out, doesn't even get to fling a single knife.
No charges.
It's immediately dead. And if they really wanted to, they could make this nigh impossible for something. Given that there is a cosmic divide. We'll see. He's got a smile on his face. Looks like he's going to try to play this. No, just swing out down, get himself situated, maybe set up for some exit frags, perhaps? Yeah, this is the thing about Paperrex is like I never know where they're going or what they're gonna do. Like, are they playing for it? Are they backing off? This time, now I'm sure that he's backing off, but it takes a while to sometimes get.
Ntar susah guys, attack-nya guys. Mereka 2 sentinel loh guys.
You definitely don't know what they're planning. They could be planning something incredibly sneaky for sure. But it is the exit frags. Does he have an angle here?
If they push out past lobby. They have to be pretty wide, but it looks like they're going to be more than content to just tuck away in this position. So, angle not going to be found. Something will peek out for it a bit, but not going to be rewarded.
Ya, Byron, 4 sama nih, Byron. Lu miskin lagi, Cok. Pas kagak punya duit mulu guys ini.
By Global Zipto.
Oh yeah, it's the timeout.
Gak ada duit mulu, Cok. Mereka duitnya kaya banget.
First one, I believe, called here by Paperrex.
Yep, that is true. That is true. They definitely want to keep bridging that gap, especially when we think about the second half. Also, Cat? Taurus Cam. Is he peeping through?
Cat cam.
Yeah. The tail ends and left top portion of the screen. But yeah, Paperrex, you know, it felt like they were some rounds they were in the lead or
iseng kali guys pakai TO, masa nggak dipakai mulu guys TO-nya guys. Minimal dipakai lah sekali gitu ya guys ya.
In a lot of these mid rounds and they just find a lot of these unexpected kills and unexpected angles to lurk, just doing a lot of damage onto Paperrex's formation. So I feel like that's something that they have to deal with, the big 1v1s against Alexi later on.
Forsaken taking the time to get his munch on. Eat some food during the timeout call. Maybe that's why they called the timeout. They said, guys, I am starving.
Masih makan, bro.
And I need you to pump the brakes.
Oh, buat makan doang itu, guys. Oh.
Yeah, true. It could be.
Rusia ada ceweknya, iya, ceweknya 2, guys. Terus dipilih dari sana bukan milih sendiri kayak dah.
I'd let you start taking over and breaking down the round action. I was shoveling fried chicken into my face.
You did mention pizza. And
you just gotta find the timings.
The truth. Some of these kills and executes.
Oh, well,
Iko lagi, Cok. Iko mulu, Cok. Kagak pernah punya senjata mereka tuh satu kali.
Nary able to just go ahead, dash forward. Takes him down, break of the door. Plant coming through, though. Still a late lurk out from Alexi. Something around the corner. Swoops in. Wide swing attempt there from Alexi, but something's able to find the headshot. Shuts down the Cypher in the meantime, though. The plant has come through. Rush play attempt here from Jing, but
Apain itu si Jing?
oomph behind it. And it's just far too many players here situated on the site.
And no firepower as well, just something's rifle.
Oh. Identifies Nary, but Nary able to just go ahead and win out that little duel. Karen's going to be taken down. That now just leads to High be tucked away inside a market. Ready to just die to the spike, but the global zip though, they're going to be able to gain the lead.
Yep, it's despite the find from something on Alexi on the lurk, it was already a bit too late, as they've already had full control of the site. It was a bit of a broken buy as well from Paperrex, so they didn't have that fighting power as well. Global Zipco now has that big cosmic divide and the knives as well from Inari. Inari has been doing amazingly well on a lot of these entry frags and executes on towards the site, just getting a lot of space for Global Zipco. Paperrex, let's see how they do with the Empress here on the Guardian.
Take flight.
Slower start. Net goes out. Dart going to be getting the spot there onto Forsaken, who'll go bouncing away. Crystal realizing he doesn't quite have the angle to pull anything off there with the Odin.
Oh,
Poppy
nice.
Swinging forward. Terra instant with the kill. It's looking like maybe a trade opportunity, but he's able to just go ahead and find the shutdown. Divide now, not a tool that can be utilized here from Global. As Odin sprays up over the top. Ping reveal. Getting the hit there onto 1.
What the fuck?
Global very much a rerouted. Crystal having the tuck back, grabs the spike.
Jing, please dapat Jing.
Canary can't find an opening here onto A. So things are going to prove to be a little bit more difficult, and Jing is able to shut it down. Cloudburst set up. One way there, but Elias able to just push right past. Finds a kill. Annihilation drawn out, and ooh, the dismiss from something. Pulls back around the corner. The chase coming through. Stabilizes, plants his feet. Finds a headshot to take down Crystal. 3K from something gets us tied up once more here at 5-5.
Thanks.
Yeah, everyone falling down like dominoes. Again, it's very reminiscent of the first few maps that we've had, where it's basically an alternative scores, and you know, unfortunately, that annihilation didn't convert into anything. Just caught out in the open, and something just took advantage. Empress invested as well. Now buy rounds and Inari with the attacking operator. Let's see if she's able to find a pick on from mid through tiles.
Oh!
Well, something is just finding Elias, and the option's just not there in time. Quick dismiss away. These are the frustrations of going up against such a strong Reina player. Trying to find a punish in such a narrow window of opportunity.
Replay bang, emang replay guys, mana ada kocak replay anjing.
Maneri still able to find 1 despite the leer into the face. Jing going to be taken down. Op now trying to guide them forward. Crystal will swap out for the drone. Peeking in towards the site. Terra situated here. Does get ping revealed. Quick, snappy TP. Takes yourself out towards safety, but just 6 health remaining. Still so
Mati nih guys.
dangerous here for the Omen.
Seconds left.
Something once again.
Kayaknya AWB-nya harusnya rotate nggak sih bro?
Lexi waiting on a late split, ready to go on this flank as the rotations come in to try to intercept Kaos, provide them for the cutoff. Terra still appears to do it on the site, and something plays down into it. Terra falling. Crystal around the corner, time ticking, but Crystal just swings out and wins that. Plant can now come through. Had he died, they may have just been the round. Now Forsaken's going to be caught just trying to honk walk his way out of the wall. Through it, I should say.
Aneh banget Jason dah gameplaynya dah.
Ivy now once again asked to pull off a clutch of epic proportions here for the squad, but Crystal is not going to allow for it. Another 3-piece, the AWP going to be scooped up, carried over into this final round of the attacking side. This Paperrex will once again look to try to give us a 6-6 scoreline here at the half.
Could convert onto that cosmic divide to really stop any of the waterfall from heaven. And of course, can't forget about Inari having a beautiful headshot with the knives as well as the opener.
Aduh, Jingnya bau banget cok. Jetnya gimana sih Jing nih?
One member
Jangan main jet lagi Jing ya. Aduh.
But let's see, could be another
kalau misalnya
6-6.
mungkin Jing
It's a
main
lie round again,
duelis lain
operated
mungkin
in the
bisa
hands of Inari.
unggul nih guys.
Still could be Paperrex 6-6.
Global Zip will be feeling damn good if they can get this.
Kita tuh main 3-0 guys.
Position.
Kalau nih dapat 1 bisa jadi T2 sama guys, bahaya guys ya. Kemarin JT bagus bang. Iya masalahnya tadi kan dia 2 map panas ya. Kenapa tiba-tiba jadi bau gini guys?
Turret set up for contact off the market push. Nary clears that here with the AWP. Alexi just backs away around the corner. Oh, but a swing in the timing. It's just a bit too off.
Wow.
Punish now found. Jing still lingering forward here. As pings come down and the spike is getting ready to drift right into his sights.
Ini kalau mati lagi sih bau banget sih emang guys. Kalau Jing mati lagi guys ya, Jing mati nggak nih?
A lot of layers here to this defense of the A side from Paperrex. Poppy going to be noted here. Couple shots through. Pings coming down, but do they get the read on the judge? Jing sat back. The swing forward. Kelly, yes! Way too snappy. He's able to find that elimination. Poppy, however, going to be taken down. Terra caught. Something out into the open. Gunned down, and now suddenly advantage here to the side of Global Zipto. As the rotations start coming through, and an area situated with the operator. Goes for the repeat. Tries to get the flick. Won't be able to make it happen. Forsaken, though. A 1v2 with time working against some noise made. Recon up and over, just lands here in the center of the site. Plenty of places. Go ahead and tuck away. Breaks the door. Dodges out the shots. Bounces back around. Fancy footwork here from him. Clears the recon. The swing, though, from Kelly S is going to be solid, and that's going to be Global Zipto.
Dia ngelamun mulu guys. Kagak dapat tuh shortnya. Bolong mulu guys shortnya guys.
Broken. Not a 6-6 end anymore versus
Emang
Pro
bukan
and
jet player, beda banget guys.
And Global Zipto will be definitely happy about that one. Especially that the pistol rounds have not been going in their favor.
Let's go,
So they'll definitely need all the leads that they could get. But of course, that's the first half. Let's take a break first before we go to the second.
Lapar Jing bang. Iya kali Jing belum makan kali ya? Bisa jadi sih guys, Jing belum makan guys. Makanan udah masuk kamar itu. Oh, ya. Makanya kalau mau makan kita 3-0 aja gak sih guys? Biar kita tuh bisa istirahat gitu guys ya. Kalau sampai 2-1 ntar 2-2 keselipet dikit. Aduh males banget guys. Sampai malam kita bro.
Alrighty, and now we go into the second half here of this map. Global Zipto in a good spot, up by 2. looking to try to get themselves snap victory. Their selection here of Ascent to elongate the series over to
Nakabat,
split.
bini gue.
Otherwise, Paperrex, if we can run this back, will bring this grand finals to a conclusion in 3-0 fashion. Something inching its way forward. Tiles here for the moment. Not quite giving that line of sight over just yet. He's got that ghost in hand. He's been so very deadly with it. And there you go. And there he swings out. Ends up getting taken down. But meanwhile, here on the A side, hell yes, able to find a crossfire setup. Takes down Jing on the entry. Slowing things up here for Paperrex. Now scrambling just a bit.
Repositions. Something now through tree. Kelly, yes. Crosses.
Ooh. A bold move, but yep, gets sucked into wine. I don't know if Paperrex are going to register this one at all. No eyes, no attention paid towards here at the moment. There's the opener, swing out, kill going to be found. The push forward, Kohai able to flush him out, but something going to be dealt with at the same time as Alexi's able to find the kill over a tree. Crystal now wrapping his way around up through short, quickly storming his way across. Spike again going to be stranded. Kohai going to be noted. He's able to take one down, but cannot find the others.
Aduh!
Off to a roaring start, win the pistol, and now we're up by 3. Their biggest lead, it feels like, potentially of this entire series.
Oh yeah, it has been constantly. Paperrex, especially during the second half, especially during the pistols, they've always been victorious in the end. But Global Zip, though, that was a risky, high-risk, high-reward play coming from the side of Kelly, yes, and it paid off and caused so much chaos on main. And Global Zip will be happy about that. There is that phantom on the hands of Kelly S.
The turret here for now. A couple stray sheriff shots, trying to see any kind of random hit that they can get. Shocked are Hybe's feet. That's going to hurt. Down to 55. As, swing. Confirms the outlaw. Both shots going to be going wide, but it's even more damage as Forsaken tries to get set up on the angle. But shots just not quite going to be there. Gets picked apart.
Bisa banyak wall, coy. Makanya gue bilang, ini lawan 2 cm.
To clear this barrier mesh. Let's see if Kelly S. And try to push this one out as an area takes so much space.
Finding run gives them a window. The chase forward, and Jing nicely able to pursue. Clearly attending sessions there at the Church of Something. Finds the value off the shorty. Door now shut. A wide.
Nice!
Position is red. A nice leer forward. Terra able to go ahead and collect the kill. Scoops up the Bulldog. Plant now coming in. This Paperrex look to pull off a thrifty victory here.
High possibility.
Poppy and Crystal. If anybody could make it happen, it would be these two. Footsteps heard. They know that they're both approaching here from heaven, but Kohai looks to bring this one to an end. The headshot connecting. Poppy
nice!
Find additional value.
Let's go!
Let's
go, guys!
Paperrex. Dropping the pistol, winning out in the eco. They now completely swing the economy against Global Zip.
Phantom kasih Jing nggak sih, bro?
Important of a lead.
Something main Phantom banget tuh, yakin nggak yakin?
Constantly the pistol rounds going towards Paperrex's favor, but you really can't count them out, especially once they're able to carry some hero rifles on the board, especially on Something.
Iya, makanya bagus, guys. Tara tuh util player banget, guys.
Lost to Something in that big 1v1, and then it opened up a constantly. We'll see.
Oh. Ow. Great shot there from an Aerie. And Crystal spraying away with the Aries. Looks to just turn the tides once again. No one finding any stability whatsoever as Jing pushing forward, able to find one, but then Poppy shuts it down with a classic in hand. Something at 24 HP desperately needs a killer assist to try to get the devour through.
Thrifty mulu anjing, sampai capek gua.
Forsaken trying to bounce forward. Now needs to go ahead and relocate drones passing like ships in the night. There's an Aerie dazed up here on heaven. As covering fire, tailwind about to expire. Poppy swinging out, finding one. Forsaken going to be taken down. Jing trying to hold here at hell, cannot. Just the 1-2 peek in is Kohai. Nowhere else to go. Flawlessly done. Global Zipto now going to start a massive bankroll here as they carry forward this Odin, this Op. and get themselves up to 10-round wins in flawless fashion.
That's true. On top of the ult economy as well, they didn't need to invest any at all. And again, that Odin was such a big deal onto Switch. Nowhere felt safe for post-plant position on the side of Paperrex. They couldn't really hide as much with the scans that Crystal was doing. And eventually they all fell like dominoes. We'll see now Paperrex. A bit of an awkward buy here with the judge for Forsaken. And a couple of not so strong shields on the side of Paperrex. We'll have to see how they do as they've been trading blows of ecos on their end.
Take flight.
Get out of my way!
Yep, just further looking to utilize these weapons. And something who sat there, still not necessarily safe, but okay, finds the timing. Crystal thinking that the coast is clear. Takes him down, smoke about to dissipate, Lear forward. Looking for the timing shot, and Airy eats an immense amount of damage through the corner as something starts going absolutely crazy. 3 kills picked up.
Gitu
Into
dong.
his market, Jing on the opposite side with the knives drawn, finding one, looking for the last. Right click going to be going wide, but Poppy's unable to confirm that kill. It's a backing away as Jing scoops up the Odin, starts spraying it forward into the window. Poppy now with everything left to do, but cannot make it happen. Flawless in return. Here's Paperrex.
Gila, something bro, dapat 3 jir.
Back down to 3 rounds.
Crazy stuff. It was a bit of a broken buy earlier, and now Paperrex is back again, building their economy once more, and something these important first bloods, and as well as taking away the operator player, and there he falls with a follow-up kill from Market. And it was just something taking full control of mid, building up to the Empress once more, fully loaded out, and a stack onto A. Oh, this could be deadly, but who is the question indeed?
Yeah, that is indeed the question. With every single round that passes, we are no closer to knowing who is going to be taking this map, who's going to be taking the series. It's still very much up in the air. Annihilation out early here from Kelly S. Not going to be finding anyone there. Kohaibi, in the meantime, catching an area on a lurk forward into B main. Great headshot and great advantage to be found off the rip. Now that draws out double push pressure.
Oh.
As the swing, look at the timing. Can't quite find it though. This will tuck back around the corner, and Kohaibi does fall. A 1-for-1 in the end there. This drone to try to check forward. Dart goes right in between the players lurking within the smoke. Shots now opened up, something, however, leading the charge. We'll find one. Poppy going to be taking down the drone up into the air. Cleared out quickly. Door shot, some spray across. Tara committing to the plant. Gets it down just in front of Jen.
Nice,
Forsaken. Pushing forward, catches Kelly S unawares over a tree. Advantage very clearly now here in the hands
Nice.
of Paperrex as they double stack up.
Di
Wide
swing,
swing
bro.
in from something. Looking to break the aim.
Nah,
Take
gitu
down
dong. Ayo,
Crystal.
bisa.
Now
Dia
the
miskin
gap
gini.
is just 2 rounds.
Semangat yo. Something
Now
carry
in
yo.
shambles.
Anjing something
Yeah.
20 sendiri, Cok.
I really thought it was gonna go towards Global Zipto's way, as they did have the numbers advantage at one point, especially
Cok, killnya
coming
Paperrex
from the
9
side
solet.
of Global, but Paperrex, every single time they take control of the site, they've managed to plant the spike. Their post plant is just so aggressive, not giving any sort of rotations or chance to breed for the side of Global Zipto.
These thrifty rounds, these low buys, that has been where both teams have found some success. Let's see if that can be the case once again here for Global Zipto. And full sheriffs aside from Poppy, who does just have that classic in hand.
Ngapain rotate sih,
Stacked
masuk
up
aja
on
sih.
B
Kebanyakan rotate nih,
very
bro.
heavily. And right now, Paperrex are drifting away from the A site. They're going to just end up treading right into this potential trap. Question is, how good is the spring here from Global?
No.
That's indeed a question. There's one looking at CT. That's going to be Kelly S. They saw the barrier mesh, thought that the deadlock setup was going to be there, but surprise. There's the rotation.
Trip spotted. Nothing else really going to be noted here.
No escape.
Net at the ready. Lobbed in. Push around the back. Nothing else really spotted here. One noted over at Boats. The push forward. Gets the glimpse there. Jing able to find one. Crystal Poppy with one apiece.
Kalah sih, gue kesel banget, guys. Sumpah.
Gives Lexi some kind of window in. Maybe if they can isolate Tara, finding that kill there on the site. The rest of the players just scattered. Kohaibi ready on the angle. The run back
Something
continues.
pegel banget. Iya, Cok, anjir.
Paperrex now just one away from tying it up.
Yeah, the pattern has been broken. No thrifty rounds anymore. Global Zipto, they had the right idea, they had the right stack. Now we're heading on over towards this timeout as they have been sitting on the double digits for a bit of time. And, you know, the tension, the energy is a bit different now. It's a little bit extra intense. They want to extend this series. They want to take this to the next map. Or else, well, Paperrex will be the spotlight champions.
20.000 US dollar, guys. Sebesar 350 juta, guys. Lumayan, bro.
To assess and try to regain the lead. But this is where Paperrex are at their deadliest when they're running it back, when they're going on these monstrous streaks. And the pressure clearly getting to Global Zipto with every single round dropped.
300 juta.
Money coming back through.
300 juta, lumayan, bro, anjing.
Team needs to have a very concise strategy going into this one to try to slow them down. Otherwise, getting tied up, it's not going to be a good feeling at all.
Nope. Especially how they've managed to build up these economy. They haven't really exactly seen the right opportune moment to get the cosmic divide. It does feel like they are already running out of numbers every single time they want to try and play retake. It's just that something will keep constantly push you, which doesn't give you a lot of space to work with.
Slow and quiet start here. Paperrex leaving everybody tucked back and uncertain what awaits them on the opposite side, what the game plan is going to be here from Global. Something now, though, looks to up the pace, pushes forward, clears out a bit of util over towards that B site. Whatever he can find. Now, four-player push up, breaking down this barrier mesh. Hunter's Fury called in, now matched on the opposite side as we just go ahead and get trading beams coming through. A couple of tags, though, onto the players of Paperrex. It looks like Terra and Kohabi both have been hit. And they're desperately trying to get some stability there with the operator. Actually, it's going to be flushed out. Jing finds the kill. Swing back out, though. Yes, able to find Terra, finishing him off. Jing comes away with a third elimination. And Crystal is not only the last one standing, everything on his shoulders once again. This time cannot deliver. Atlas crumbles as it's 10-10. Paperrex tie things up. And once again, break down the economy a bit. Maybe a bit of half-buy potential here from the side of Global, but it's not going to be anything cozy.
Oh yeah, not at all. Paperrex just comes sprawling across the entirety of A. Even though the setups were there, both the Cypher and the Deadlock, it was just not enough to stop the onslaught of Paperrex. And they practically conquered that entirety. There's not a lot of space to work with. Let's see now. Again, Thrifties may be a trade, but looking at the ultimates from Paperrex, there's just a lot to work with to just secure this round.
Wow, my eyes are down.
Here comes there, a couple different players, but darts unable to connect. Landing right here in front of Kelias is Jing, though. Does end up getting caught. Net thrown out.
Mati early mulu, guys.
Anyone else further in place. Kelias recovers a weapon. Vandal now in hand. Bounces back over towards Tree. He's in around the corner. The swing out, though. Swings right into Kohabi's welcome arms. As the trip gets cleared and shocked up from Forsaken. Flushes out Alexi. Door now shut. The spike being planted. Lockdown also available. Given the buys. That'll likely be held going into the next round here. Unless things truly start getting desperate. But right for now, it seems like Paperrex in a very good spot. Something lingering back over towards Wine, watching, waiting here for the approach of Crystal. As the dart goes over the top and something finds the kill. As it heals through. Nano to hold him back. Poppy going to be taken down.
Nice.
Able to
Let's
find
go.
it. And it is just concise, decisive here from PRX.
Ayo guys, juara guys.
Continuing to not
Let's
allow
go. Ulti masih ada 3 guys. Let's go. Ulti 3. Bisa ulti, bisa masuk set.
Yeah, it's Paperrex. Despite losing Jing early because of the traps, it
Gila,
just
ini Kohabi aja menyala guys. Gelo kelas.
Entire map.
Jason nih yang bottom frag guys,
the entire site, and that is Paperrex. Don't have to worry about it too much anymore. And now they still have surplus of ult. We see the knives now activated by Jing.
I mean, no real need to pop him here, but yeah. We're gonna have him quick little backup in case he runs out of bullets, perhaps.
You should run.
Sean starts to try to clear out the forward util here. Jing goes up and over the top. The lockdown now in play. Shots out from Market. Crystal looking for the ping reveal here, trying to spot out anything that he can, but it gets cleared out. Spike now being planted by Tara.
Spike planted.
Ya guys, pause plan yuk, pause plan
There's
yuk.
something holding here in mid. Poppy just around the corner. I mean, something with the read. It's pretty spot on. Cosmic Divide now going to be coming through. Poppy sprinting across. Something looking for the
Nice!
swing timing. Catches him in the back of the head in the meantime. Jing able to put the knives through. Finding Inari.
Nice!
Still out into the open. Koibi is an easy enough kill. Takes him down. Kelias and Crystal now. The two callers, the two captains to try to make something happen, but it looks like the save is what's going to happen. They know that they cannot win this round.
Hey guys,
They have to
12
allow for
guys,
Paperrex to get themselves up to 12. Because it will do a little bit of additional damage. Finding a kill here out in mid, but ultimately that spike goes off, and now Global, if they want to hang in this series, if they want to take this over to split, they're going to have to do it through overtime.
Oh yeah, and the fact that they invested the Cosmic Divide as well.
Let's go!
Something had the biggest lurk, very, very patient, and really just disconnected the value off of that big Cosmic Divide that Poppy really wanted to hold on to on the second half.
Gila, sampai 24 sendiri,
Global
guys.
Zippo,
Gila.
just as you said, they gotta hold on here. They gotta get value off of this Annihilation. Gotta face something. It might be a big fight here on B main.
Jing goes on the swing.
Ngapain
Matched here by
berdua sih,
Koibi, and
astaga!
immediately both get taken down. Drone forward will confirm that the spike is actually on the floor. And this is a very rough start now here for the side of Paperrex. Tucked back around the corner. Annihilation sought. And there's the grab. Pulled to his demise here is something no one anywhere nearby and up to try to protect him. Second fights back a little bit, finding the kill here onto Crystals, grabbing up this spike. Both players dangerously split apart. Tara does have the ult available. As Forsaken, ADS is in, finds the headshot there.
Gue percaya Jason guys, gue percaya Jason guys.
Now into the site that
Jason akan meng-clutch ini.
reinforcing here at boats. 2v3. Paperrex establish their Alamo, trying to see if they can fend off the forces getting ready to rush them down. Shock dart used, nothing found there. Paranoia at the ready. Sent, ends up going wide, connecting on the no one. Recon quickly cleared out. Split, left and right. Shots coming through. Tara able to find the first. Forsaken gets the last two. And then with the 4K, we'll bring it to a conclusion. Solid enough effort there at the end from Global Zipto to try to run this back, to try to get us to that overtime.
Apa ini menang di Jason 3-0 guys? Gokil.
Paperrex, they are our Spotlight Series champions here in Pacific.
Off season, 2 trofi bos, 2 trofi nih bos.
And that's definitely the best feeling, you know, after that day one. They're able
2
to
trofi nih bos.
get that upward trajectory, having to get their own
Let's
2
go,
O's as well, leading up to the grand
guys.
finals.
Ow, ow,
And
ow.
everybody just had their big moment over here this entire series. You know, at the very end, you
Ben Asen bro, Jocelyn Alex out, nggak gitu ya, nggak gitu ya.
with the massive clutch to turn the tides of the scoreboard.
Oke, guys.
And then you see at the very end, yeah, Tara and Forsaken.
Trofi nomor 2, nomor 1, money. Oh iya. Money ya guys ya.
Lane. They both held their own.
Alright
And
guys.
were able to shut it down and deny a potential overtime against Global
2
Zipto.
kali guys ya, 3-0 guys. Guys. Dapat
An unreal
guys.
battle here, but Paperrex,
Tumben guys
they had
ya.
fun. They got their revenge. They got everything that they wanted.
Trofi bang.
Out of this
Ada
series
ada
here.
kali anjir, masa ada
As
trofinya
well
anjir.
as some fantastic highlight moments from
Alright teman-teman semua.
that near clutch from
This is
Tara
it.
out in mid.
Kita dulu dibantai-bantai 2-0, sekarang kita balas mereka dengan 3-0 ya guys ya. Nggak dikasih
decision
sedikit
making.
guys. Alright.
And then Forsaken just
Teman-teman, thank you banget teman-teman yang udah nonton. Makasih udah like, share, dan juga udah subscribe. Terima kasih semua. Kita udahan dulu, nanti lanjut power jam 8.30. Habis mandi dulu. Alright, thank you, arigato gozaimasu. Sampai jumpa di next live streaming ya. Alright, satu dibantai 2-0. Pas final bantai 3-0.
Everything that it could have and should have been.
Udah feeling tuh guys, kalau dapat plan, Jason-nya lagi
Since
kayak
day one, had a lot of crazy moments, crazy clips, highlights, and a lot of these players were able to show what they've got over here.
Nice.
The
Alright guys,
Spotlight
thank you guys,
series
thank you
over here in
Peppers.
Pacific.
Sampai berjumpa lagi guys
But
ya.
yeah, looking at the stats, Paperrex.
Watch party nanti kita akan watch party lagi harusnya next watch party adalah di VCT Pacific guys. Off season sudah kelar. Tunggu Januari kita akan menonton Paperrex lawan. Siapa dia? Non T1.
So very entertaining.
Paperrex akan melawan yang menang antara T1 sama RRQ guys. Alright, thank you.